You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Hey, folks. Welcome to the Beans and Dice podcast, Thursday night live call-in show, where it is guaranteed 100% human. All of it. No
Really?
AI. This is 100% human, guaranteed.
My list might have been AI. I don't know about that.
Okay, 98% guaranteed human.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Wayne.
And we are a podcast about
How we
how we
game.
game. Thursday nights is all about how you game because we do a live call-in show to take your phone calls to talk to you. When you call in for the next 10 minutes or so, the show is yours. You get to pick the topic, and we chat with you. And if your call is really good, we might go long. I don't know. Feeling cute. Might talk for 20 minutes.
Maybe.
Today's
Get all the slang.
Today's episode is our first top 20 board of 2026. Gentlemen, are you ready?
It's an extra. Yeah, I think so. January's pretty pathetic for me, so I can't be too excited about my January.
But it's okay because January I feel is like that month that I regret.
It can be.
Like it's always, and I can see when Michael Lorenzo did his January one year, he did that split thing where he put games down like at the 18 and then had a gap all the way to 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill this in as I go.
I feel like I've been tracking games played for 4 years now since we've been doing this. So 2023, I had 26 plays in the month of January, then 18 2 years ago, and 9 last year, but 11 this year. So not bad. I mean, it went up and down a bit, but
You see this stack here of magnet strips?
ooh, that's a lot.
I had to clean them off so we could start fresh for the year.
Woohoo!
But you know what? I each time I had to take a magic eraser, individually wipe them, and then dry them. That really gave me the opportunity to see how blessed we are to play this many good games.
Oh yeah.
Going through this list of games that have made the board, I'm like, oh man, how did I forget that game? Wow, I still own that? Man, this is such a good game. I'm just wiping away just thinking about these games.
Shop your shelf, man.
And that's just games that we put on the board. I mean, how many more games have we played that didn't make the board?
Yeah.
So I got a fresh pile of magnetic strips ready to be sharpied up for 2026.
Sweet.
You folks at home, if you're watching at home, the 4 of you, our 2 listeners, if you're at home, comment in the YouTubes or whatever format you're watching in. Let us know what were some of the top games that you played in January of this year. Talk about those top games. Share those with us in the chats. That would be great.
Yeah, good stuff. And interactive stuff. So we'll probably open the phone lines. They're around 9:30. We're going to probably knock out our top 20 right off the bat.
Yes.
And then after that, we'll open the phone lines. And for anybody new to the show here, you take over for 10 minutes ish. You talk about whatever you want to talk about. Board gaming adjacent, geeky goodness, just whatever you want to talk about. So it doesn't matter what we're talking about. But if you don't call, we will just ramble about crap we've been doing. And you're just going to have to listen to it. So it's on you if you don't call in.
Yeah. When you get tired of hearing us, you got to call in.
Yep.
Now, this will be a test because my phone was giving me issues last week. Apparently, the port was bad. So I swapped out for a new phone.
New phone?
And I'm doing this for the first time. It's asking me, are you connecting a pair of headphones?
We may or may not get live callers
I'm going to
tonight.
say yes that they're headphones. Let's try that. Hopefully that'll work for the
See what
phone
happens.
calls.
Do you need me to call
We'll
for a
see.
test? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have Ron test it.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron can be the first caller. Or Mitchell. I don't know. We'll see. Might
see.
be a race this week.
Let's get to this top 20 board. Bow, 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 bow. All right. I'll go first. My list will be pretty quick. But I've got this time, y'all will see the board has been updated. We have 3 columns. Count them.
3
1,
names.
2, 3 columns on the board.
I rate a spot on the big board now. It's great.
Yeah, you've stepped up in the world.
Put them on the board.
Well,
Wayne's going on the board. Let's get this screen
No more
widened
Thanksgiving
here.
tea table for Wayne.
oh, yeah, he gets to sit at the big kids table.
Oh, and I did put on the sideboard our Hall of Fame. I moved our Hall of Fame, all 3 of them, to the sideboard over
nice.
here.
Cool.
So we'll maintain the Hall of Fame board over there.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't repeat any of mine from my my sideboard, but my Hall of
yeah,
Fame.
let's introduce to the folks. Maybe you're new to the channel. Maybe
Yeah.
you're likely you're not. What we do here is this is a very organic top 20. The goal is by the end of 2026, we're going to have a list of the top 20 games that we played in 2026. But we do that differently. Each one of us makes decisions on what to put on the board and how to put it on the board and where to put it on the board whenever. The general rules we try to abide by
Loosely.
are you got to play it in that month. So in the month of January, it's got to be played in that month. Secondly, it's got to be something that you've either played that month to be able to add it to the board, or if it's already on the board by having played it that month, you get a chance to move it on the board up or down, depending on which way you want to go.
Re-rank it.
So, yeah, generally once you put it there, it's kind of stuck there until you play it again.
Or get other games and put it on top and bump it down.
Squeeze them off. Yep.
Aaron and Clark in the chat. My man already
Hey.
chatting here. This is beautiful. Thank you, sir. Excited to see the new additions to the Hall of Fame. I wasn't doing it, but do think it's time. Does Aaron have a Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
And can we guess what would be on there? Just in the years that he's been watching. I'd want to
what's
put
Aaron's favorite
Ethnos up there. I know that's a family favorite because I
Yeah.
think there's like 3 copies floating around the family.
Yeah.
All like
Between,
all 3 different versions.
He's
I think are
gifted or
floating
whatever.
around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I might. We'll see if I guessed right.
We can take a look at our Hall of Fame.
So
before or
I
after.
think he's asking what's in our
Oh,
new
yeah,
edition
he's
of
asking
Hall of
for it
Fame.
right
he might have missed the episode.
Yeah, last week where we
Two or
I can
3 episodes,
oblige.
right?
Yep.
There's our Hall of Fame board. So for Carlos, I've got Brass Birmingham MR44, which includes the Star Wars Battle of Hoth. I got Concordia, Thunder Alley, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Clash of Cultures, Terraforming Mars, and Castles of Burgundy. Here in the middle is Rob. Rob's got Brass Birmingham's, Orleans, Croissant, Terraforming Mars, Dune, # Imperium _ Uprising / Rise of
whatever.
Ix, all of them. Endeavor, Age of Sail, Tyrants of the Underdark, SETI, Lords of Waterdeep, and Ra. And Wayne has recently started doing a Hall of Fame, so he's got some catching up.
Nope, you just don't have the stickers from mine.
Oh, I don't have the
Yeah,
rest
oh, yeah,
of them,
he's
do
got
I?
a, he's got a, all
I
his
can read.
prior
I can
ones.
Wayne,
mine
read off
real quick.
yours.
Yep. So it's Castles of Burgundy, Brass Birmingham, Comic Hunters, Dune Imperium _ !
Whatever.
expansions, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Concordia, Obsession, and Lords of Waterdeep.
There we go. I'll have to get that updated. Send me a Slack of that, please, or
Yep.
whatever. Talking like
Am I
I
at work with you or something?
Get that to me by EOD.
Nice.
Let's see here. Okay, so Carlos's board. Games I played in the month of January. I'm going to go in order because this is the first new month. I'm going to go in the order that I played them and then throw them on the board where I think they're going to go.
These
So-
are all going to be physical plays for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I have
Oh,
asterisk. I'm
Okay.
learning from you guys. I'm
I
adding
cheated a
some
little, so yeah,
asterisks.
I wanted to
The
see.
only one
so.
that didn't do online plays.
Yeah, Rob can add some if he'd like.
Yeah,
Alright, so
I did, just to get mine to 10, I did some online plays, but yep.
just to get to 10, I
get
didn't even make it 10.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it to 10. Between the
Okay.
funeral, mom's accident, and grandma, I did not get to 10.
Yep.
All right, here we go. In January, I think it was January 4th, the first time we got together, we played Shackleton Base. And right off the bat, this thing's shooting up to the top. It is going to number 1.
He's starting at number 1. Nice.
I'm starting at number 1. It was the first game we played of the year, and it's going right to the top.
Okay. We may see
Someone's
that again
gonna
on
have to
another list. So, yeah.
Someone's going to have to fight that to get that thing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good right now. Yeah.
Now, Rob did scoop up the Prelude expansion for SETI.
Steady. Mm-hmm.
He went to Armada Games. I had it on hold. He scooped it up and dropped it off at the house. I think that'll be a good battle royale
Oh, yeah. Shackleton Base and SETI with the expansion.
to see. Yep.
Hmm.
All right. After Shackleton Base, I played more Shackleton Base in solo mode and more Shackleton Base in solo mode, followed by some Harvest. Harvest, this is the I don't know what to call this. Is like the Japanese version, Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's
Harvest.
another Harvest out there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a
there
worker
is,
placement.
worker placement harvest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is the little card based one. Yeah.
The little battler, the little card battler.
Card battler. Yeah.
Love that
So
one.
it's gonna go somewhere in the middle. I'll arrange them as I go.
He's pulling a mic.
A mic?
Well,
Yeah, just leave
I'll
holes
move
in the
them.
middle? Okay.
I will. They will. I'll squeeze them together. You'll
Okay.
see. I'll end up squeezing them together.
Squeeze them together.
Yep, I will end up squeezing them together. But I'm just kind of put them in like a general. What do we call it at work? Directionally accurate.
Okay, sure.
Let's see. Then I played Dwarf Romantic. Dwarf. Okay, so Harvest. I didn't even talk about Harvest. Harvest is a super light, small box card battling game. I don't even know what to call it. Area control game with like a tic tac toe.
Yeah.
But it's so mean. It's so good. But then I wanted some chill, so I picked up a copy of Dwarf Romantic. Dwarf Romantic is really a solo game. It does say you can play it cooperatively, but it's really a solo game. Let's be honest. It is a tile laying game. I think people have described it as like Catan in solo mode. Like that's how people would describe it. But what's cool about it is there's no win or lose. It's just play the game. And you're going to, at the end of, so you're going to take tiles off the board and you're going to start with what they call task tiles, which are goals, right? So it might have a railroad or a river or grain or village, and it'll say 6, like village 6, and that'll be a task tile, a tile there sitting there with 6. It's going to want 6 village tiles connected to it to be able to blink achieve that task. That's how you score points. You're going to lay out these task tiles that'll pop out randomly, and you're going to want to fulfill those task tiles. And you're going to do that by laying different terrain tiles down in a certain pattern to be able to meet that. It's super simple, easy to teach, easy to play, super chill. You're just kind of planning ahead to try to develop this world, but you have to do it in a way that connects everything. You can't like split things off. You have to do it in a way that connects. So you're planning ahead, but then as you score at the end of the game, you score your points based on how many points you scored. You're going to be able to check boxes on these little tracks, these tracks that let you kind of move your campaign forward. And as you reach certain levels in the campaign, you get to unlock boxes. Then those boxes give you new tiles, new tasks, new goals, new side missions, new side ways to, sideboard ways to score more points. Because I'll tell you, the top of the campaign board has like 500 something points. It's like the highest number of points you can get in a game. Right now, I'm struggling to get 100 points. So I can totally see how as I play this game forward and open up more boxes, I'm going to unlock new ways to score more points.
It's like playing Tapestry solo.
Yes, I'm loving it. Dwarf Romantic going towards the top.
Sounds like it. You like it.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That one, like, didn't it win a Spiel or something like
It
that?
is a
Spiel,
Spiel
I think it was
winner.
a Spiel,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Played some Raw and Right. This is the new version of Raw, Dr. Knizia's version of Raw that goes much less mean. I don't know how to say that. Much less mean. It's not as nasty or take that as the original Raw bidding game, but it definitely has all the flavor of Raw. So it's like playing like a lighter, nicer version of Raw in a flip and fill format. You're flipping cards. You're drafting a card from there to place in your table sheet that you're filling off. So I'm really enjoying Raw and Right. Right now I've got it above Harvest, below Dwarf Romantic. Tacta. Tacta was a super light area control game, but it's more spatial, Wayne. You're literally taking cards from your hand, placing them on the tabletop, and then your opponents are trying to lay over that card in certain patterns so that by the end of the game, you've played all these cards. Like somebody's thrown, it looks like somebody played 52 card shuffle or 52 card pickup. The cards are just all over the board. And depending on how many of your pips are visible, that's how many points you score. So you're tactically laying cards out in order to try to block in some of your high point scoring cards so your opponent can't cover them up. So Rob and I had a good time playing that. Rob pinned me up against the wall, the edge of the board, but it allowed me to really put my 4-pointer out there, and Rob couldn't cover it up. Tacta was fun, light, and fast. It's going towards the bottom. And then finally, here are my BGA games that I've played, that I've enjoyed. We've been going through a lot of TI4 lately. It's going to the bottom of my list for TI4. It's making the board because I love TI4. I'm struggling with the implementation on BGA. But I'm glad it's on there.
Yeah.
It is a lot. Toy Battle. Toy Battle is one of my faves. It's going on the board, and because it's a BGA play, I'm putting it towards the bottom. And then I think I had more fun playing Up and Down than I did Toy Battle on BGA lately. I've really been enjoying Up and Down on BGA.
Speaking of Up and Down, did we not play that the same night as Shackleton Base in person, or did we play it before the end of the year? Because I know I played it with you guys in person.
I think it might have been before.
Okay.
Carlos is scrolling. I could scroll through
December
my BG
18th, we played
Okay, so it was a while back. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it was about 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's much better implementation than TI4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking that one online. I'm playing a bunch of that with my kids. So is that it?
Yep, so let me read off my board now that I have them in order.
It's your order? Okay.
Number 1, Shackleton Base. Number 2, Dorf Romantic. Number 3, Raw and Right. Number 4, Harvest. 5, Tacta. 6, Up and Down. 7 is Toy Battle. And bringing up the bottom, number 8, TI4.
All right. You sure you don't want to move
BGA.
Tacta, huh? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Tacta, okay, you put
it's
all
very-
your actual plays above all of
It
your
was, yeah.
online plays. Gotcha. Okay.
Now,
all
the
right.
BGA stuff will just fill the board until the real stuff comes in.
Gotcha.
It's just
Makes
it's a placeholder. It's a buffer.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Who do you tab?
All right, Wayne, you want to go with yours?
All right.
Sure. Go on mine.
I
So we're just
will
doing from
manage the board.
All right, I'm just going to go from 11 up, I think, because I put mine in order already.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to do mine
Yep.
bottom to top.
Bottom top. So number 11 for me, I played a solo. I played Turf.
I wrote them all
War.
out, by the way.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
20. I wrote them all out.
Carlos is doing all the
Oh.
manual work.
Nah,
They're
that's
all
all right.
written out.
I like this going from home.
I did the work.
Carlos can just run the board.
I did the
You
work.
want- You want me to do it? All right, fine. So what I did is I have 11 physical plays this month. I rated those my 1 through 11, and then I filled in my 12 through 20 with online plays. I play a lot of online games. I played 210 tables of BGA games in January. So I had 79 unique games played on BGA in the month of January. So I kind of just filled in my top 20. So at number 20, then Formula D or Day, whatever you want to call it. Formula Day. Yeah. Fun. I like, this is old school because I have a physical copy of it, and playing it online makes me want to play it in person because I like the idea. It's, has a little bit of runaway leader issue, just like a lot of racing games, but I like that. It has the gears, and each gear is a die. So like gear 1 is a D4, and then D6, D8, D12, D20, and you're racing. And then when you get to certain corners, you have to make so many stops within a corner. So if you go flying through a corner, you're gonna blow up your blow up your car. I think Carlos would enjoy this actually because
I have it.
Oh, he
You
owns
have
it.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
one of the
It's
games
fun.
we played early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah.
It got replaced
Uh,
by Thunder Alley.
Yeah. It definitely Thunder Rally is way better, but yeah, Formula D is fun, and you have different tracks. You have like the NASCAR track, and you have like the road course. You have the F1, so it's fun.
Then there's a Fast and Furious course, which runs
There is.
through the streets.
The
And there's
ghetto,
a
and they're
section,
shooting at you.
yes, where they shoot at you.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. There's one that's like you with certain corners, like you have to go through at a certain speed. And if you go either too fast or too slow, you have to roll a die to see if you get shot at because you're driving through the ghetto.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
Talking about things we couldn't make today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My number 19 is Fromage. Play it online a lot. I need to get back and play it physically. Played a lot of this on BGA in the last, 6-7 months. So I kind of was burning out on it a little bit. It's kind of like maybe I need to put that one on the shelf for a while and not play it because I've kind of just gotten into a rut. And it's like what I found is when I play a game on BGA a lot, I tend to just do the same strategy overnight because I play so many games. So I need to kind of put some on the shelf for a while. So that's why it's a little low on my list. Number 18, Russian Railroads. I need to play this physically as well for a different reason. I play this game. I play Russian Railroads. I think I played a game with Rob. I know I played with Dan and a couple. You guys
played here in the studio.
We played here in the studio a while back, but like playing online, I feel like I've forgotten things that I knew from in the physical play because you guys will have 280, 300 points, and I'm at like 180. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Well, I'm missing something. So this is a game I enjoy. I really love it. I own a physical copy. I need to play it again so that I can remind myself what I'm missing as I'm playing it online.
Yeah.
Number 17, let's go to Japan. I played this. This is a game that I had put on the shelf because I had played it so much. And then hearing that they're coming out this year with Let's Go to France, maybe want to play Let's Go to Japan again. So I'm enjoying playing Let's Go to Japan again. fun little game where you're basically planning out a 7-day trip to Japan, where you're putting your activities, and you can, if you get them in the right order between going from Kyoto to Tokyo, and doing specific things on each day, like having a day full of food, having a day full of sightseeing, have a day full of like history. You score points based on having synergies there, so it's a fun little game. Number 16, Distilled, game that I know that you guys aren't fans of, but I really enjoy. And the more I've played it online, the more I'm learning some of the patterns you can build, and some of the not synchronies, but like some of the things you can kind of do well with synergies. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Some of the synergies to really enjoy the game. So I'm waiting on my Kickstarter. I didn't back the big, huge expansion, but I did back the cask strength expansion, which gives you some more cards. And I kind of made a mistake, because I think if I just backed for that, I would have gotten it already, because like they're shipping things out as it comes into stock.
Yeah.
But I did order the mat, and I think that's why I haven't gotten my cask strength yet. That's why I haven't gotten that yet, but I'm looking forward to getting that, because I want to do the cask strength expansion, which I'm told adds more cards and more of the ingredients to make the specialty recipes, which I know that like you guys have talked about it before. If you don't really get that special recipe, it can kind of hurt you. Number 15.
I do want to say I don't think I gave it a good enough chance. I think I played it once and then judged it by that one play.
Yeah,
I need to give it another chance.
Yeah, and it's in my wheelhouse of my other hobby of drinking.
Yeah.
but also like brewing beer and distilling and that kind of whole thing. Yeah. 15, Maracaibo. Love this game. Talk about it all the time. I really enjoy the story, the different story modes you can play. Kind of want to play the little campaign of this eventually, but love Maracaibo. It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Dinogenics, number 14. So this is one that I wasn't very high on, because I own Dinosaur Island, and I like Dinosaur Island a lot. And I started playing Dinogenics more and more, and I think there was maybe in December and January, I was in a rolling game. I think it was, I want to say, BG Potato and Benny. I think I may be wrong, but there's like we're in a 3-player game, and like after it got done, replayed it like 6 or 7 times in a row on BGA, and in just chatting, learning a little bit more of the synergies of the game, starting to enjoy it more and more. So definitely enjoying Dinogenics as well. So number 13, Orleans. I really like this game. A little hard to yep, there we go. Oh, there we go. That was Benjamin. There we go. Let's see this username here. Benjamin Polowski. There we go, Benny. Yep. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's Benny. Starting to figure out the game more and more. So it's been a lot of fun playing that. And then so Orleans, played it physically towards the end of last year, have been playing it on BGA a lot. It doesn't hit as good on BGA as in person, I think, just because there's a lot going on. And I like sometimes you lose track of who's, how many tokens are left and who's what order. So, but really enjoy it. My number 12, Toy Battle. Actually did played. I think Carlos and I played rolling games of Toy Battle for a couple of weeks or a week or two, and then I did a BGA tournament of Toy Battle, which was interesting. Playing people with,
how hard was that?
No, it's interesting. I won more than I lost, but it was definitely interesting because, you play. What's funny is I've done a couple of tournaments this month with BGA with games that I've played a lot with friends, and you realize that when you play a game, when Carlos and I play Toy Battle, we both play a certain way, right? And there's kind of like you can kind of I know what Carlos is going to do here, right? And then you playing strangers online, and you're like, oh wow, I totally didn't see that move or didn't even think about that play, right? Mm. And so it's kind of interesting. I've done the same thing I did like Lost Cities and a couple other ones where it's like you're used to playing certain people, so you're used to making certain turns, and then you get turned on your head. So I really enjoyed that. It was fun.
I'm gonna have to find one of those tournaments. That sounds like fun.
They're pretty fun because it definitely gets up there. And all right, so those were my online plays. Those of the 79 unique games I played on BGA. Those are ones I would highlight this month, and obviously I'll play those again probably easily, so I could always move them or bounce them off. But my physical plays, number 11, Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. Played this solo, lost again solo. This game's hard.
It is. I stopped playing it because it was so hard.
It is, man. Definitely like not as easy, but it is a good way to get kind of a Terraforming Mars feel without playing full Terraforming Mars. So I kind of just busted that out one night and did it. My number 10, played this at the board game day at Duck and Cover, at the Wesley Chapel Board Game Group. So Pat taught us this one.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of very fun. Carlos, you like this? You have a splay of, is it 5x5 maybe, or 4x5? It's a grid of cards.
Yeah, 4x4.
And they're all kind of
4x5,
like
yeah.
something like that. They're all ducks, obviously, and they have numbers on them. And then there's a middle deck that you're flipping over. And if the number gets flipped over, you can move that card orthogonally to cover up another number. And by doing so, you're kind of eliminating that number. So when that number you covered up gets flipped over, it's kind of a dead number to you. And the idea is to try to cover up as many of your cards while that deck's going through. And at the end of the round, if you have the lowest numbers left open, it's like 0 through 15 or something like that, or 0 through 10, you score more points, right? The better you are at covering up your movement. So it's kind of very chess-like, where you're kind of trying to, but it's like a solo chess. You're trying to figure out what's the best way to cover up numbers. And if a number, if a card gets kind of separated and it gets called, you can move it, but you can't cover up another card. So you can move it back to the group, so that's part of the group, but then it's not there. So it's kind of hard to explain, but it was fun. And we played it played up to 5 or 6 pretty easily. So it was a fun game. Yeah.
Is there a bell curve to the numbers that get played out there?
Yeah, there's some stuff like that where it's like if there's the more players, the round ends faster because there's dead cards faster or something like that.
Interesting. I like the spatial. It sounds like a spatial game too, where you're trying to figure out the best way to move these things.
Correct. Super light, quick little party game. We played that kind of as an intro to the day. Everyone kind of liked it. It was just fun.
It's fun.
It's probably like a little small box card game. Right up your alley, Carlos. Bring that to
I was telling you when you were teaching me Pixies that this is another one you definitely would like. So, yep.
Nice.
And it's cute. So it would definitely, I think, would hit with like a church crab. So number 9, Dominion. Played around at Dominion. Yeah.
Taking it way back.
Taking it way back. And it'll probably come off my list pretty quickly. I enjoy Dominion. It's fun, but it does, it is such a solo game though, man. Like if you play, I played with but 2 buddies of mine that just know the game. We all knew the game. We played base Dominion, no expansions, just kind of the original, the original Dominion. But it came back so quickly that it was like we finished in 30 minutes, not even, and it was just silent. We just because it was we just knew, and so it was like, oh man, it created the deck. Not created, but it kind of made the deck building mechanism explode. But I think there's better deck builders today.
I think there definitely are. But playing with the expansions is where this one's at.
Probably, because it's 50 bazillion of them. But
and you can add a lot of player interaction.
I remember I sold my Dominion and 2 expansions. Maybe last year or year or 2. I think I sold it to Diego. I'm not mad that I sold it because I'm not looking to play it, but it was a good kind of nostalgia play. Number 8, Binho. Binho, which is it's the soccer flicking game.
Oh yeah.
You've seen it at Dice Tower. I got it maybe it was this Christmas. Oh, for my birthday. No, I got it for my birthday last year. And it's a Liverpool board. So it's instead of just being a generic soccer field, it's a Liverpool soccer field. And my kid and his friends had taken it out during holidays when they were on Christmas break, and he showed it to all his friends, and every day they'd come over. Can we play that video game? And they played it, and so I started playing it again, and it's just fun. So it's basically it's kind of like a soccer pitch that has rubber bands around the outside, and there's these metal pegs on your end of the goal, and you basically got to flick a little ball through the pegs into the net, and it's kind of just a flicking game. So it's fun. I enjoy it a lot. And number 7 is another game that, again, Christmas time, my kid was off. He busted out Crossbows and Catapults, or I don't know, whatever the new version of it is. I say Crossbows and Catapults because I owe the original plus the Kickstarter that came out a couple of years ago. But but yeah, they busted out and they played it. And while they ran away and left it out, I reset it up. And when he came back, him and I played it once. So it's fun. Number 6, draft and write records. This will go higher on my list the more I play it. And here's another example of played it once in person a couple months back, started playing on BGA. And then on BGA, I'm like, why is my score so horrible? Like I like playing with other people and their scores are in the 200s and 180s. And all of a sudden, like my score was like 130. And then at the end of the game, it goes down to like 60. And I'm like, why is my, like, I just totally, and then we played it again in person a couple weeks back. And if you don't fill in your entire band, you go negative, and that negative track goes down each one that you don't fill in your band thing. Totally missed that rule online.
Ditto.
Totally, yeah. And so I'm like, oh, that's like light bulb moment went off. So now I'm like, oh, now I get it. And so
And it's hard to fill in the band.
It can be if you're like it's. I think what I got into the habit of was I wouldn't put a band person in unless it gave me a synergy.
Oh, I gave up on that. I'm just trying to find cash money so I can open up those
you got to
slots.
do that early. You
Those
got to use
things,
the cash early to open those spots. Yeah.
Get the cash early to open the spots. So yeah, I was so trying to fill those 2 sideboards while waiting for the perfect band member, not realizing that if you don't fill in your band, you lose a negative. So there might have been games where I only had 2 or 3 band members, and the game ends. And it's like, well, that's why my score went to 0.
You got to watch other people too, because you got to. You can have time if one person's not pushing it. You can slow roll it a little bit and try to find the better band members. But if you got somebody in the game that's pushing and filling in the band, you better start filling yours up. So
yep. My number 5, Pandemic Legacy Season 0.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, put it on that. I love Pandemic. I adored Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So we played the first game not even the first game, just the intro game, the Legacy
tutorial,
the tutorial. But it was kind of cool because unique mechanisms, because the world is broken into 3 different factions. There's America, the Russians, and the neutrals, and there's different missions that you have to do to get certain things to certain cities, because you're kind of looking for the Russian secret base where they're researching diseases. And then you're trying to get people on your side. And then after that first mission, that was like you were like, CIA recruits. And after that first mission, you get a passport, and your passport has 4 different identities in it. And so during the course of the game, you're clearly going to make 4 fake IDs. And there's like these little stickers where you get to like, you put a face down and then
dress up,
put a glasses or a helmet, and try to make your character's backstory, so it's kind of cool. So I'm enjoying it, looking forward to the rest of it.
I can't wait to dive into the full plays of this.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna, and that's why it had to go on the list, and I think it'll probably stay on my list. And then if we have a really bad month, I'll move it down. Really good
spoiler,
month.
I haven't ranked it yet on my list yet, but I'll wait till we get at least a few games in. But
I just love Pandemic so much that it's like this. So this is kind of like Wingspan, right, or Finspan, or like that whole Spaniverse. It's Pandemic verse,
Yep.
So,
yep, I agree.
My number 4, Everdell.
Ooh,
got to play this one at the Wesley Chapel Board Game Group. My first play ever. I had never played Everdell before. Yeah, so
me neither.
It was good. I really enjoyed it, but it was like, so while we were playing, and I was playing with a husband and wife that knew the game, and they were out the board quick, and they were doing these synergies where, they had this the ability to play this card for free because it matched the symbol of the card that they already had, and the first couple of rounds of the game, I'm like, I can't get resources, or I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm struggling here, and I'm like, oh, you guys are gonna kill me, and it was not even me trying to like Lou Holtz, where I'm like, oh, you're gonna kill me, and I ended up winning anyway. I ended up winning the game because I just focused on a couple of cards. I was like, okay, let me build this up, and then like in the last turn of the game, they both ended, and I still had like a ton of resources, so I was able to keep playing cards, and I one card after another, and I did a couple tableaus, and I ended up winning. But I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird. That I was like, I felt like I was struggling hardcore the whole game, and then towards the end, I had just like a couple of great last turns of the game. But it was very cool. I like the idea of it. It was worker placement, and then it's tableau building. So you have the Everdell, or the board is you're placing your workers and you're doing the action on the board there, and then you have these cards in your hand that you're playing into a tableau, and you're building. Is it a 9x9 grid you can do or something? There's a grid again that you have to build.
I forget.
It's a grid, 5x5 or 3x5, or I can't remember. I only played it the one time, but
Yeah, it's not 9x9, but it's maybe
something like
4x4 or something like that.
something like that. Yeah. So it's kind of cool because it's worker placement, resource management, and then tableau building. And if you can build that tableau, like if you had a husband and wife card, you play the husband out, you can play the wife better. And then it made it easier to play. So it was kind of cool. So anyway, Everdell, I really enjoyed it. Would love to play it again.
You don't know this, do you, Carlos?
I do, and I've never played it. I actually
Okay,
bought it from Lonnie's son-in-law.
We need
I'm
to
writing
add
down
that
a
to
list here of our Ketchup Palooza. That's only going to be my second game on the list. I got Maracaibo on there since Wayne mentioned
Haven't
that.
played it.
You haven't played that one, so we're going to play that. I'm going to write down Everdell here. So I'm writing down a physical list.
Yeah, we got to
starting
get
this
that
new
off
year.
the list. I feel
Yeah.
embarrassed to say I've never played it.
I've got a
I'm writing
couple
it
other. I made another list of ketchups. So we'll
Oh,
have
do you?
to
Oh, okay.
compare later. We'll compare later.
Okay.
If we get through that. So
It's precariously up there on the
Okay.
top shelf.
We'll play it. We'll get it done.
yeah, we'll go after maybe later tonight if we have the time. We'll go through the
Yeah.
ketchup game. Anyway, my number 3 video game champion.
Oh.
Enjoyed it. Want to play it again. I know Sam had said that she wants to play it, so it's definitely a game that I might start bringing to game days. I really enjoy Video Game Champion. Really hit home the theme. So, and I talked about it a couple episodes. So,
Nice.
my number 2 is Santa's Village. Got multiple plays in January with my family, and then brought it to the game day and played it with Nick and another few people in the game day. Plexi Chapel board game group. Played the advanced version. It was such a fun game. Everyone loved the theme. It was hitting. People were like, "Oh, this is great." Nick brought up he's like it's like a worker placement game where there's like no bad turn. Like even if someone takes your spot, you can do something else. It's very synergistic. The theme hit hard. It's you making presents. Your elves making presents for Santa, and you're upgrading your ability to make those presents. So it was a really fun, light to midweight Euro. So I'm
number 2?
Way up
Yeah.
there on the list. Yeah, that's way up there.
It's
I don't
fun.
know. I'm gonna go Elf on this one. You sit on a throne of lies.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. You haven't played it yet.
One, you haven't played it yet. Two,
Maybe-
I only have 10 other
Play it, love
games.
it.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say it's gonna stay there forever.
Okay.
And then my number 1, shockingly, is gonna be Shackleton Base.
3-way crossover. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
two
see.
so far. Two so far.
Two so far. But yeah, I think that might sit at number 1 for a while this year because I cannot think of. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But it's gonna be hard to knock that one off. It was a great play. Honestly, the 3 of us playing games is a lot of fun. So,
Which is something I have to take into consideration because I enjoy anything we play together. It could be garbage and we have a great time.
yeah, exactly. So,
But
it was a
even
really
after
good
that,
game.
Wayne, I played it like 3 times solo,
Yep.
right? Because I enjoyed it so much. And that's, dude, listen, okay, y'all will all be happy to know the game got reboxed.
Okay.
It took 45 minutes to rebox the game back.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's how much work it takes to set up and put it away. And I did it 4 times now. That's how much I enjoy the game.
That's crazy.
That is a little crazy. Yep. So there's my list.
All right.
All right, we're going to go to Rob's list here in just a second, and then we'll open up the phone lines and see if there's any comments in the chat that we want to highlight. Let's see here. Aaron Clark says he's adding 5 to start, I guess, for his Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Castles of Burgundy,
Good.
Wingspan, 5 Tribes,
Good.
Abyss,
Great.
and Dice Throne.
Biss and Dice Throne, I'm not so. I don't.
5 Tribes. I've never been crazy
Oh,
about.
I love 5 Tribes.
Do you really?
Yeah, it is an AP game though. If you people can be
Mm.
AP on that one, yeah.
Yeah. I like all the rest of them. Good choice. Good games there.
Benjamin corrects us. It is Benny.
Benny.
Benjamin wants to be known as Benny. I think he's the one you're playing Dinogenics with. Is that right, Wayne?
G Potato, yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some Twitch commenters in here. I'm still not sure what a WPS means.
Whoops.
I don't know.
What
like,
up?
whoops, I found in here. Like, I fell in here. Whoops.
Oh, what ups? What ups?
Okay.
What up? Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah. I'm not.
Are we in call-in now? No, not yet. We're going to do Rob's top
I'll do mine
top
quick. I'll do
10,
mine quick.
And,
Yep.
and then we'll jump in. And then let's see if there's any major comments. We'll come back to the rest of these. Oh, Shackleton Base comment. Hi. You are getting me interested in Shackleton Base. I'd like to hear a little bit more about it. We will be glad to oblige. Rob, let's do your top 20 board update for January 2026.
All right. See, I'm on the fence a little bit. I got to figure this out because I had ranked mine in order of the games that I liked, but I mixed in between plays, my online plays and
Who
my
cares?
So you've
Yeah, I
gotten
know.
Carlos
But
and I did two different
but
methods.
both of you did it the other way, so now I'm thinking I need to do it that way. So
Listen, don't fall to our peer pressure. Stand
right.
on your morals.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep my list the way I had it. So, all right, I ranked 10 games. So I did 5 that I had actual plays of. I actually played 7, but one of them was on my actually 2 plays were already on my my Hall of Fame. So I didn't get a chance to re-rank those, which is fine. That's what that's there for. So anyway, I did 10. I'll try to go through mine quickly here. So number 10 was a physical play, and this is Tacta. So as I mentioned to Carlos, I was like, "You sure you don't want to re-rank Tacta?" Tacta was, in my opinion, it was a game. It was barely a game. It was kind of laying some cards on top of each other, covering up your dots. You cover up my dots. Let's get all the cards down so we can count up the points at the end, see who won. It ended up being a tight game, but I have a feeling that just about any time, no matter how you lay these cards out, it's going to be a tight game. It doesn't feel like there was a whole lot of strategy. Every now and then you do a cool play where you could block somebody. You're like, ha, now I got my 3 points in there. You can't cover that. But then every other card I laid down, I was like, crap, if I lay this down, he's going to cover that, and then I'm going to cover him, and then he's going to cover that. And so I don't know. It was okay. It was a game. It's number 10. It's at the bottom of the list.
People, he's not wrong.
Okay. All right.
Rob is not wrong in anything he just said.
So it's an inexpensive game. So, and I don't know, Carlos, what camera that is, but you need to burn that camera and never, I don't know. So this camera right here, it's just, I don't know if you can see it on the screen that you're looking at it. I'm looking at it in full size here. It's a pretty weird red.
Oh, I got to
to it.
fix the color grading on it.
Okay, maybe you got to play with that one. So anyway,
A lot of them.
So number 9, I'm gonna try to blast through these because I know we're already getting to late here. It's almost 10 o'clock, 9:45. Raw and Right. I did enjoy Raw and Right. So Carlos already talked about this one. It is the feeling of Raw. It is very little interaction. There's not. You flip a card, everybody marks a box. Every now and then you get to combo something. The combos, unfortunately, there weren't very many of them. There were, a couple of places where you could combo some stuff up. Definitely not combo-tastic. It kind of gave you the feeling of Raw, but it doesn't have the, it's everybody flips a card. You're flipping 3 cards. The player who's active chooses one of the cards, and then everybody else at the table chooses from the 2 that are remaining or whatever. It didn't have those rah moments where you're wanting somebody to push their luck or somebody to try to do a thing. That's completely out of it. So I don't know. It felt a little flat for me. It wasn't bad. It's a decent roll and right. I'd play it again for sure. But if I had this or real full Raw, it's regular Raw all day, 9 times out of 9 for me. So,
I don't disagree with anything you said there. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
There was a game that I played where all 9 Raw cards were done before, I think, when I got to about 2/3 of the deck. So it was a third of the deck that never got played.
So that short, short game.
So those Raw moments do happen. I'm like, oh no,
Okay.
I'm not going to finish this.
With bad feelings, though, instead of pushing somebody to push
Yes.
their luck, to get that Raw. So anyway, so Raw and Right, it's a roll and right. If you love your roll and rights and you've played all the others, definitely give it a try. So that's what I'll say about that. 8 was a digital play. I don't know if you want to put a little asterisk on there if we're doing that. I know you did on yours, but Lost Cities. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is always going to be up there. It doesn't make my Hall of Fame because it is a 2-player. Lost Cities, the card game. Yes, thank you, Carlos. Lost Cities, the card game. So it's a 2-player heads-to-head. I love this game. I love the portability of this game. Just a deck of cards, basically, and you play 3 rounds, score the 3 rounds, and whoever's got the highest score wins. But great little game, back and forth, little mind game, playing it different ways. I love me some Lost Cities. Yeah, number 7. And just a quick caveat: my online plays, I only rank them on my big board if I have actually played them in real life as well. So no game that I've played only exclusively online makes my list. So
similar. Yeah, all of my I haven't played them this month or this year, but I've played them at least physically at some point in my life. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Yep. Exactly. Okay. War Chest, number 7. I'm enjoying this. Carlos taught me this game in real life.
Asterisk this?
Yes, please. Yes. In real life years ago, and we haven't played it in years just because there's so many games that Carlos and I, we try to play when we get together. But my son, my oldest son, has discovered this. I taught it to him on BGA, so he's never played IRL in real life, but he's really enjoying it. And so we're just requeuing this over and over. And so it's a newfound friend.
It's on BGA?
Old friend. It is. Yes, it is.
Oh, because I was playing on they have an online portal where you would play. I didn't know there was some BGA. I'm gonna spark some of those up. Are the expansions on there?
I believe so. I have to look.
Cool,
Yeah, I'll have to double check. But yeah,
the royal
yeah.
decrees are awesome. It just adds that extra cadence and
Yeah.
flavor.
I'll have to see now. After you mentioned the decrees, I don't remember having the decrees in there, but I haven't played with the options, so I'll need to go back and look and see what all's in there. But even just the base game it's been a lot of fun. So just discovering the different
I'm gonna spark up a game with your son and
different
whoop him.
options. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. He'll love
I
to
need to
play.
learn this one. I need to learn
Yeah.
it.
That go on
Oh,
the
4-player
hold on,
too,
let's
Wayne.
write it down.
4-player
Well,
is fun.
I'm gonna write it down. War chest. Okay.
We've played it 4-player, and it's a banger.
Yep. It expands the board and changes the way it plays a little bit, but yeah, it's basically the same game.
It's
but it's
2v2.
2v2.
So it's great.
Yep. Good game. Number 6 is going to be a real life play, and this because I got the expansion. But yes, Star Wars: The Deck Builder. This I got the Mandalorian expansion, and my youngest son, was all about it. He jumped on it. He doesn't like the Mandalorian expansion now because he's played it a couple times and he's lost bad. He just doesn't quite know how to play it yet, so it's definitely more strategic and it plays differently. But this reminded me, but playing this more recently, I played this with James Odak with Jim last year. We played it at a Boy Scout popcorn booth, and Jim fell in love with it. We played it 3 or 4 or 5 times, and then I've laid off it now for 4 or 5, 6 months, and then I just picked up this expansion over at Armada Games, and it's resparked it for me and my youngest. And so it's a game he knows how to play, and we can just pop it down and knock out a game or two of it in no time. So great little deck builder. If you like little deck builder, self-contained, 20-30 minutes, it's a really good one. So highly recommended.
Would you say it's effectively Star Realms Star Wars?
It is pretty close. Yeah, it's got some the force track and some things that just add a little bit of flavor to it and a little bit of a different mechanic, but it's basically Star Realms. I think maybe a slightly better version.
Yes.
One for IP and then one for just the little tweaks that it made to the gameplay, I think makes it a little more fun of game. So I can't wait to see if more comes out for this. There's one other expansion I think, Carlos, you have that I don't have, which is the Clone Wars, I think.
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it
because it is a standalone box on its own.
It
so
is.
I haven't bought it yet.
Yep. And then the Mandalorian actually adds a 3-player variant. So
I read the rules.
now.
I picked up that expansion and read the rules for it. I just don't have 3 people to play it with.
We'll have to give it a shot. So I haven't played a 3-player yet either. So me, you, and the kids can get together. We can play some 3-player games.
And I think there was like a 6-player or something like rule. I have to go back in there. It's like it expands it,
but it doesn't really. It keeps going. Wow, nice. Okay. Well, if we can scrape 6 people together, I'm down for it. Number 5 on my list. This is another one that's an online only this year that I played in January, but a great game. It is Ultimate Railroads. I think you had Russian Railroads on yours.
I did, yes.
Wayne. So Ultimate Railroads, same game. You could slash either one. Ultimate Railroads just adds some different tracks, depending on which Ultimate Railroads has different boards that you can add just a little bit of variation to the game, but it's still basically the same game. You're still doing pushing the trains down the tracks, unlocking certain things. And so Ultimate or Russian Railroads, it's definitely a favorite of mine. I need to get a few more in real life plays of it, and it may climb up the board with some more real life play, but I love this one on Board Game Arena, BGA. Play it all the time. So Russian Railroads or Ultimate Railroads, my number 5. Number 4 is probably going to surprise some people, but this is one again with my 2 kids, my 2 older kids. We've been requeuing this over and over. This is online play on BGA, and it is Bunny Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And I am really enjoying. So Wayne taught me this. The first time I'd played it in real life was over, I think, at your place. Mm-hmm. And I've played it a couple times now over at Alex's. He's got a copy of it. And it's incredible what they can do with just a grid of numbers and letters and some cards. Just drafting cards. I love card drafting. So you start out with a big, I don't know, it's like 14, 12 cards. You pick 2, you pass, you put some bunnies out on the board, you pick 2 again, you pass, you put some more bunnies out. You're trying to link things together. You multiplying your score with some different resources. There's carrots, there's fish, there's wood, and then you're building castles. Or there's
and then there's
special
like the unique
resources.
ingredients too. Like there's like the gold and the.
Yep, gold you can only put in the mountains, and it's
You
just
hate
a lot
draft
of
too
fun.
much though with this, man. I'm like,
Oh,
why did you
of course I do. My son started killing me. My oldest son started killing me and my daughter in this, and we were like, he's like, you just let me have everything I want. Why are you just letting me? That's why I'm killing you. He was like tripling our score, and I was like, you know what? I got to get back to hate drafting, and so I got back. So I was like, every time I see a card now that would like link two of his areas together, I'm grabbing it. I'm taking it. So yeah, it's one of those games I think to play well, you've really got to pay attention to what everybody else is doing. You can't just lock in on your own thing. So there's a lot of interaction that way with the hate draft, taking a card that may not be great for you, but it's going to break up, what your opponent's trying to do. And so, I'm liking this one a lot. Carlos, have you played Money Kingdom?
I've not.
It's going on the board, but none
I'd
of us
hate to
own it,
see. I'd hate to play against you because it seems like nobody puts Daddy in the corner.
Oh, no. No. He beat us like 4 times in a row. And so then I was like, you're not winning this next game. I was like, I know your tricks now. And then me and my daughter both beat him. I think she might have beat me, but we both beat him by quite a bit. He had a pretty bad score. So he's like, it's a fluke. So we're in our next game now. We're waiting to see how this.
Well, then there's also too is like you're drafting cards where you could place bunnies on the ground. But you could drafting castles or you're drafting resources, and then there's also scoring cards too. So you can get a bunch of cards that score points without having stuff on the board too. So it's
those parchments. Yep.
Yeah, it is in person. It's a pain in the butt because the scoring. Because you got to as you look at the board, you're like, okay, well, this is connected and it's got 3 resources and there's 6 bunnies and then there's 4 castles with 5 turrets. So that's 28 points. So the scoring at the end can be pretty rough.
There's 3 round scorings and then a final scoring, I think. So, there's several scorings, but we need to play it. You own it, right, Wayne?
I do. I own it with the expansion.
So we'll play it with Carlos just to teach it to him, and then we can play it on BGA or something. But I'm putting it on the catch up, so it's on my list. I just wrote it down.
There we go.
So, okay, Bunny Kingdom number 4. So number 3, and Carlos is not going to approve, but the more I play this game, I'm seeing why people seem to love it, especially one Tom Vassell from the Dice Tower. But this is going to be online plays this year, although I did play it physically last year, at least once, maybe twice last year. It's Ark Nova. This is a game Carlos and I both poo-pooed big time. We played it 4, 5, 6 times in person and did not get it. And then I walked away for it about a year maybe, and then rediscovered it on BGA. I think I got roped into a game, and I was like, hold on, there's something here. And the more I play it, where I don't actually have to physically sit at a table and physically remember, all right, every time he does a thing, I get $2. And everything he does a thing, I get a point. Every time that happens, I got to watch out for that. Playing it on BGA where it runs everything for you, I don't have to set it up. I don't have to take it down. Man, I'm in 2 or 3 games of this almost at all times now on BGA. My kids are loving it. My older 2 want me to buy it. And I told them, well, I will buy it. But I was like, the whole setup and takedown thing, we're going to play it once, and then you're not going to like it anymore. So it's like that, that kills it, I think, to some extent. So great game on BGA. But man, this is moving up my list.
100% have grown to love it more the more I played on BGA. I did make my board, but I think I was just in a game with you where I think you came in 4th. And
I had a bad game recently. Yep.
And it was I came in first. It was like me, Dan, somebody else, and then you. And I was like 113, 112, 111, and you were like 80 something.
Yeah, I was 89 or something. Yeah.
But it was like that was close. And that was like
that
was like probably my best game. I only won by a point. Dan's good at it though. He's played that a lot. So
yeah, me and my 2 older kids have been playing. I've taught them from the ground level. We played 4 or 5 times now, but we're up to now. We play all the expansion stuff, the promo cards, all that's available on BGA. Nice. So we're playing the water stuff, the aquarium tanks, the everything. And so they've got it good. And so we're loving, I think there's now, it's like about 14 or 15 base boards, and we're putting them all out there. So you can do an option where it gives you a couple and you choose one. But on BGA, you can also make all boards available. And so we're going through and trying all the different boards. And it's fun seeing the kids. Like my son today told me, he's like, that last board I played, that really fit my style. It gave me money every time I did a thing, which is what I like doing in the game anyway. And it would get out of that money hole that I'm always stuck in. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool seeing them kind of discover like, ooh, this game is, there we go. Benny loves some Ark Nova. So
I need to get in the expansion stuff and the boards. I think my issue still is if you still have to hunt sometimes to find the cards you need to work a strategy, or you need to be able to figure out how to pivot quick.
Yep. The last expansion where the water stuff, I forget what they call it. It's the marine expansion. It fixes a lot of that if you haven't played that yet, because it allows you to clear the board, the market with certain actions. It allows you
Oh, that'd be
to
nice.
mill cards. You can just delete the first card off the row and move everything down one. You can put cubes on cards, and when somebody takes it, it allows you to either get money, or if it falls off, you get the card automatically. It adds a bunch of new mechanics that are actually really kind of cool. So, but yeah, it's good. So yeah, I'm willing to try this again in person. I'm almost willing, like I say, with the kids to buy it because they're liking it so much. But we'll see. Yeah, almost. I'm right there. So I saw it actually at the store the other day. I forget, it wasn't at Armada because I was over there shopping. I think it might have been at Barnes and Noble or somewhere. But it was oh no, actually it was Coliseum Comics. That's what it was, and it was $70. And I was like, oh boy, I've seen this game on sale some places for like 35, 40. Like, I can't drop $70 on it. So if I find it on a real good deal or at a flea market, I think I might be picking this up.
Maybe the virtual flea market or something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. 2 more to go. So my number 2 is Draft and Write Records. This is online play. So yeah,
and physical. You played it physically.
Did we play it this year already?
Yeah,
or in January?
We played it after the pandemic.
Okay, you're right. Actually, I did. I'm sorry. You can erase that asterisk you just put on there, Carlos, if you can. Mark it out, or just put a big X on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's right. I've been playing the heck out of it, as I always have been on BGA playing. Yeah, there you go. Lick it, stick it. You got to lick it.
I fixed it.
There you go. Thank you. But Draft and Write Records, yeah, this is just a great game. And I mentioned this at the end of last year several times. The more I play it, the more I'm liking it. And those combos, it's combo-tastic. Once you
when you talked about Raw and Write, I'm like, compared to like Draft and Write Records, Draft and Write Records went and stole all of Raw and Write's combos, because
it did.
It is insane combos.
Yeah. If you get those synergies going, and you do complete some of those cards and mark a thing here, and then do a thing over there, and then put a thing over there, and then move your bus, and you can.
But really BGA makes you feel horrible, because you'll enter in your turn, right? Yeah. And your turn will be like, you check the box. Plink, and then it shows what everybody else is doing.
Yep.
Rob did this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and guess what? More of this.
I always feel bad when I did that. I chose one card, clicked one box, and then Mike is like, he did this, which combo did that, which combo did that.
It looks like a Star Wars scroll, like, the scroll at the opening intro of everything you did.
Fill it in, please in. But it's my opponent. But it's me. It feels good. I'm like, they're going to sit through all that. They're going to watch all that. So yeah, it's a great game. So again, it's a game that might not normally make my big board, because it's a draft and write. It's a roll and write. It's a flip and write. Those games don't normally belong on my big board, but I'm having so much fun with it.
I say we just keep adding to the board. Just sheet
Yeah.
metal, ceiling to floor.
One
we
just by the end of the year. No. My last one, number 1. Hey, big surprise here, Shackleton Base. So y'all have seen this all over the place. It is a good game. I will say I did play SETI a couple of times this month in January, and SETI would have been above Shackleton Base for me. I know Carlos made the debate that, but SETI would still certainly be above Shackleton's Base pretty easily for me. But Shackleton's Base is a lot of fun. It's right there. It's close. And so with some expansions for both of these games, it'll be interesting to see in a year or two where they stand against each other. But we said we were going to talk a little bit more about Shackleton Base. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to do that or cut this now and then talk about it after.
Yeah, okay. SETI's in your Hall of Fame, so that's why it's not there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right. So that's why it didn't make it on my list at number 1.
Interesting to see, like, is Shackleton Base, could Shackleton Base and SETI be the new, like, Arnak Dune?
Could be.
They're different, though. All right, we'll open up the phone lines. 813-618-7099 is the number.
Now he's got a topic.
Poke the bear.
Okay, let me see if I can get this phone working.
The phone works. Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I know somebody there in the chat wanted to hear more about Shackleton Base. So Shackleton Base.
Musar. Yes.
As far as just to answer some high level stuff. So what would you guys say as far as, if you've played SETI? I don't know if Musar's played SETI, but if you've played SETI, as far as difficulty in learning and playing, where would you rank it compared to like a SETI or a Terraforming Mars, maybe even? Because I would put SETI pretty close to Terraforming Mars as far as difficulty playing, learning.
It's pretty easy to play because there's 3 actions. There's the 3 colored guys, right?
Yeah.
But it's how you work that out and then build out the base in Shackleton on the planet side.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there's not a lot of crazy rules, and almost all of the moves and actions and scoring is iconography on the board, and it's really straightforward. So like I've been thinking about this actually because another podcast I mentioned, like there's really only like 3 actions, right? You have the 3 workers, and you can do one of 3 things, but it's how you combo those to be able to keep going and building. So it's kind of like easy to learn, hard to master.
Yeah, there's a few tricks on learning it. I don't know. I'm trying to think back about my learning of SETI, and my learning of SETI was
SETI
definitely
has a lot more going on.
Was a big teach. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a big teach, but SETI seemed more intuitive to me. Even though there was more to learn, it was a longer teach. SETI, the actions seemed to make more sense to me than Shackleton base. I don't know if it was the iconography or if it's I don't know, just the way you put a guy over here, and then you got to multiply. You got to pay first the amount of spaces, and then trigger, and you could choose one of these 3 corners, but then on the next one you can't overlap that corner. So there was a couple little fiddly technical things that in Shackleton base didn't quite make sense to me that I had to learn, and which was fine once I learned them. I pretty much knew it. But I don't know. I think SETI to me was easier to learn, but as far as once you learned it, I think they're on a pretty even level. Carlos, looks like you had something you might want to say there.
I think I've got the phone line on.
Okay.
We'll test it out here in a second. I think somebody been trying to call while it was not working.
Nope.
813-618-7099 is the number. I'm going to do a quick test over there.
It was a test call. New phone for those of you who weren't catching on at the beginning of the show.
Okay, looks like it is connecting. Okay, it does work. Okay. All right,
Okay.
good. There was somebody tried to dial in a few times, and they are trying again. Perfect, beautiful, good timing. Let's see if this phone works. Beansanddice podcast. State your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, hello. This is Ramey. This is in Odessa, Florida.
Ramey, my man. Thank you for being the first caller on the new phone and testing it out for me. It is working. Beautiful. How are you, sir?
Yeah, doing well. How are you doing?
We are well. We did our top 20 update board where we talked about the top 20 games that we played in the month of January. We're going to continue to update this board. That was our first part. What do you got going on gaming-wise?
Yeah, so we just wanted to talk and give a bit of an update about the Unmatched we were doing for the TMNT set. Did I already tell you about that yet? How we finally defeated Shredder and some of the tactics we used?
No, you teased me. Ramey is a friend of mine from church. I loaned him my copy of the Unmatched Adventures Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because we've played it. I've played it. We played it together, him and I, and we couldn't beat it. So he took it home with a mission to try to beat Shredder. And you told me you were going to call into the show and give us the update.
Yep, exactly. So this is how it went. This is some of the things that we did that made us successful in playing it. So some of the kind of like side missions or what have you are you can go around and eliminate some of the Foot clans. They have the Foot soldiers out there, a part of the Foot, and then if you cross over them on a maneuver action, then you eliminate them. And then they also have the minions out there like Bebop and Rocksteady and Leatherhead and Baxter Stockman and all these. So those are out there also, terrorizing you and such. And so what we did is we eliminated 1 or 2 of the minions, and then we maybe jumped over a couple of the Foot soldiers just as it was convenient as we're chasing down Shredder. And but as we were doing that, we said, okay, look, because we lost a bunch of times too, and so we're like, okay, let's think about this. What do we want to do just to win? Let's focus on just winning. And so we got all of us together. We got all 4 turtles. And we said, okay, let's just focus on Shredder. And then every hit that we made after we eliminated the first minion, we just landed every hit on Shredder and only Shredder. And we didn't worry about any of the other minions. We took a bunch of hits, but everything we did was against just Shredder. And we focused all our attacks on him. And we did it. We took him out in I think the 4th round. So there was still one more round until we got to the end and we totally lost. But yeah, so we took out Shredder, and that's kind of what we did in order to take him out. And it totally works for us. And we got some good cards as well, because if he gets the deception card, then
Yes.
it works as a 0. But yeah, so we got some like the katana card. We got that a couple of times, and that's helpful. And also Michelangelo had some good streaks because he does his combos, right, where he gains an action. He had a couple of those that were pretty handy as well. So
Michelangelo's awesome, Rob. He's got this like ADHD thing going where his hand size is only 3. Like that's all he's allowed to have. But never when he plays a card, like it gives him another action. So it's like he's just constantly going like hyperactive ADHD.
Up to 3 cards.
Yeah, but you really can't plan ahead. So there's no like strategizing. You're just kind of throwing cards down and hoping he draws something good. Hey, Rami, have you been able to duplicate or replicate this this win?
Yeah. So we've also been able to do it again. I think we did it another time as well. We did it about 2 or 3 times, and so we've been able to kind of continuously keep winning, doing that. And it's kind of sad too because you want to like incorporate more of the minions, but it turns out that the minions there are more like of a way to distract you from targeting Shredder. So that way they're trying to like keep you off of Shredder. And if you can corner Shredder, you can take him out a lot faster. But the problem is that Shredder's jumping around the board like quite a bit.
Yep.
So you're like constantly chasing him down and following him around. But what we did is we actually started playing the Dimension X side with the Krang. And first thing out of the gate is Krang chases towards you. So he comes out of Dimension X, and he doesn't jump around as much like Shredder does. He kind of stays in one place, hits you a couple of times, takes a few hits, and he just stays there. And then so you corner Krang. And it turns out the Dimension X side with Krang is actually easier than the Shredder side in New York City.
Interesting. I thought that was a tougher side, the way the book described it. Now, I guess this is starting to make a little bit of sense because in the back of the book, it gives you options for how to increase the difficulty of the game, which I didn't understand because I couldn't beat it on an easy mode. But now it makes sense. Just completely ignore the minions and then go after the big boss and you'll win. So that's when I think you need to start adding the difficulty of the allies and the enemies, I think it is.
Exactly. And so you can also mix in other people as well. Like, you can mix in all these different characters from other sets. And as you're doing that, some of them have more sidekicks than others. And so when they have more sidekicks, you can use those sidekicks to bring in some of the allies. And, if you miss an ally, they bring in a henchman. But then later on, if the cards match up, they align together, they'll eliminate the henchman as well. So that way you can bring in more sidekicks or more allies to help you out, and it does make the game a lot easier because it'll give you more cards, it'll give you more flexibility, it'll give you better movement, it'll attack the enemy a lot harder. So there's a lot of things you can do to make it more fun and interesting, and it's quite fun actually. We really like it.
I think we made some mistakes in that by the time we got to the end of the game and lost, we still had a lot of hit points spread around all the turtles. I feel like we should have let some die.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why leaving the minions alone and taking a few extra hits from the minions and not fighting the minions so much, but just focusing on Shredder, that's why that happens.
Now, are you still having fun?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, actually, my kids, Eric loves Raphael. He said Raphael's his favorite by a long shot, just because he has so much great defense and he has, and also Leonardo has a way to get health back. So Eric loves any way you can get health back. He loves it. So we also got another set. We got the Hell's Kitchen, which has Daredevil, and Daredevil. Like when you attack them, he has a card that says like just flip over the next card on the top of your deck, and then you regain its boost value in health. So usually he has a lot of threes, boosting threes in his deck, and so that way when you're doing that, he gives a lot of health back 3, and then he has 3 of those cards. And then he has 3 more cards that says you can go through your discard pile and get any card. And so he just gets all those 3 again. So, I mean, it's like, it wouldn't be uncommon for him to get back 12 health out of the game. It's pretty incredible.
Nice. I had to just run in the other room and grab my copy of Tales to Amaze because I just played my first full game of this tonight before we went on the show. Me and my oldest son got that in. We lost pretty bad, but we didn't know what we were up against. It was our first run at it, first try at it. We played against the Mothman. That's what it was. We played the Mothman one, and we didn't come that close to winning, but it's fun. I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to resetting it and try it again.
Yeah, it might be very similar to the Turtles one, where if you just focus on Mothman, take the hits from the minions and just focus everything you got, like every hit just on Mothman. You got to corner him, you got to hold him down, and yeah, that's what we did, and it was successful. It worked.
I don't know. I felt like the minions in the Tales to Amaze one were pretty mean, right? Like that blob with the spreading of the blob. Goop and like doing the extra damage, and then the spiders.
We did the spiders, yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't think that the minions from the TMNT gave me as much of a hassle as the minions from Tales to Amaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I haven't played the Ninja Turtles one yet. I want to try that at some point. But it's these minions, we took out one of them pretty quick. Actually, I focused on him and took him out while my oldest son, Arby, went and attacked the Mothman. And he got the Mothman about halfway down. I got like one hit on him at the end of the game. But the tarantula was tough. The spiders coming out, and when he's on his web, it like doubled his damage and stuff. So, yeah, those he was kind of a pain in the butt. So... we had the I forget what the other monster was, with the lake frog or something we played with, and we took him out quick. So the thing with him is he adds more initiative cards of his own to the deck the longer he sticks around. So it starts out, he just gets one turn through the round, and then he adds one at the end of that round. So the next time he gets 2 turns, the next time he gets 3 turns. So we felt we needed to take him out quick, so he wasn't just constantly taking actions and going all the time. But
watch out for Sasquatch. He hits hard. That is melee damage. That is okay. Hits with a branch.
I'll keep that in
mind. All right, Ramey, we do a rating system here where we give it the beans when we talk about games that we like, and we rate them as a buy, try, or deny. If you had to rate Unmatched, Teenage Mutants Ninja Turtles, would you tell the folks at home to buy it, try it before you buy it, or deny it?
If you're into the Unmatched series, I would definitely buy it. I would just go and buy it outright and say, look, this is this is probably one of the best ones. We all love it. Me and all my kids, we play it together, and yeah, they all love it, and we all play it at the same time. And it has such variety. Oh, another thing I wanted to say, there's such variety in this one because it's also a 5-way board. So there's 5 starting spaces on the board. And we actually tried the 5-way game. And so we had some friends came over, and there was 5 of us playing. Now, the rules say in the 5-way match that, I think I talked to you about this, Carlos.
No.
In the first round, in the first round, it's supposed to be, you can either attack the person in front of you, like going next, or if they've already gone. So like,
yes, I remember this now.
But then second player can only attack first player or third player, and then third player can only attack first or second or fourth, and then fourth player can attack anyone, and so can fifth player. But there's limitations for the first round. Well, my son was like, well, I want Eric to be able to attack me, my other son. And he said, so I don't want to play with the rules. So I said, fine, we'll scrap the rules. Well, it turns out every person after that came after me. And by the time I got my first turn, I was half dead. With no cards.
Yeah,
so I'm like, we are never doing this again.
You thought you knew better than the designer.
Nope. Not usually.
Yeah. But I will tell you that it definitely becomes more cutthroat when you have everyone doing a free for all. And it's like you think that you two are duking it out when someone behind you just starts attacking you from the back, and you're like, oh man, I wasn't prepared for this. Because my son was playing Bullseye, and Bullseye can hit anyone from up to 5 spaces. So he's on the other side of the board, just taking us all out one by one. He ended up winning too. But yeah, it's really fun to do the whole 5-player thing as well. That adds another dimension where you're like, everyone's against everyone, total free for all. It's fascinating. So there's different ways to play it. There's the 5-player. You can even do 4-player or even 2-player because the board's big enough it can go any direction. And then also just playing the Ninja Turtles, the New York side, Dimension X side. I just feel like we're still playing it, and it's just there's with the allies and the henchmen, there's just so many ways to spice it up, make it interesting. So it's different every time you play it. It's really interesting. We really like it.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And we're also getting more sets too. We got I just got the Muhammad Ali versus Bruce Lee.
Mhm.
And that one's really cool. Having a lot of fun with that one.
I'm curious to see how Muhammad Ali runs. I have the original Bruce Lee, so I'm familiar with him, but I'm curious to see how Muhammad Ali runs.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He has two different stances. So he has float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. So float like a butterfly, he can hit from like one space away, or two spaces away. And then sting like a bee, he adds 2 to his attacks. And so every hit he does, hits harder. Also, a lot of his cards have an additional ability when you're doing float like a butterfly. And so if you have that and you're doing that stance and you're using that card, then he'll have an additional ability on there for something like, it'll say something like, look at your, opponent's hand and then discard, they need to discard a card. And so it makes it interesting like that. So there's just a lot of great stuff about him too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Aaron Clark in the chat says, I am so excited for the Stars and Stripes America theme set. Aaron, Ramey, and I would agree both. The set with George Washington and the Western. There's the cowboy, Billy the Kid, I think it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's also John Henry.
Yep,
and,
John Henry.
Rosie
the Riveter.
Rosie Riveter, yeah.
Rosie the Riveter. Right, Wyatt Earp. Yeah.
Wyatt
that
Earp.
one looks really cool.
Wyatt Earp, correct. Wyatt Earp.
Yep.
That looks like it's going to be a great set, especially for the 250th anniversary of our great nation. That's going to be an awesome set to play.
Yep. I also wanted to say that I'm getting we're going to buy tickets pretty soon to go to Dice Tower East, and so excited for that as well.
Fun times. That's always a good time. Is
First
it your
time.
first Dice Tower? Yeah.
Yeah, first time.
Nice.
So,
Welcome.
I'm going to try both of my sons, but my younger one might be a little bit too small for that. So we'll see.
Well, I'll tell you, we take the whole family. The Cabreras do, and I think Childers still do too.
Yeah, we do too. Yeah.
Because it's a resort hotel, and my family will do the pools. They'll go check out parks. They'll do Orlando stuff. I'll catch them in the pool all night long because it's got a great. It's the pool with slides and all kinds of stuff. So the kids are in there all night long enjoying the hotels while gaming's going on. It's a great setup for a con.
Oh, cool. I'll have to remember that. That's awesome.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for making it a call-in show. You were caller number 1 for the evening. You are on the board, caller number 1. My man Ramey from Florida, right here. Wayne, right, not far from you. He's our church, Idlewild, is right near you. So it's great to have friends at church to play games. I'm probably getting more gaming done at church than anywhere now. Ramey and I will go to service on a Sunday, and it ends around noon 30, and then we'll stick around and play board games all the way up until the evening events that start at like 4:30. So we'll just play games till then.
Yep. It's pretty awesome. We like it.
Thanks for calling, brother. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Cool. So yeah, I had to step away for a second, but he's coming to Dice Tower East.
Yes.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
And he's got a couple of kids. What are the ages?
I know Kenneth, I believe, is like 14, and then another boy, I think, closer to 10.
Okay.
And
so you got my kid is 11, and then Nick Obin's 2 boys are going to be there, and they're 12.
Gabe
and
turned
14.
15 yesterday.
So
believe it or not.
You have a group of so
number 3 of 5 turned 15 yesterday. That's crazy. I'm getting old.
13. Yeah.
Run around the resort, play games and stuff. So, and the cool thing is, like, I think so. Like last year, Nick brought his 2 kids for the first time, and my son showed them around, and they spent hours just doing all the dexterity games, going up and down the whole dexterity game area. So yeah, it was good. So Malcolm's 11. I want to say Nick's kids are 12 and 14. Maybe?
I was close. 13 and 8. I was very close.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The 8-year-old would definitely play a lot of the dexterity games, but yeah, it's cool.
All right, we were talking SETI and Shackleton Base, and we're trying to align them on the difficulty
and then
scale.
Actually, Musar also added, can I add a question? How does Shackleton Base compare to Galactic Cruise? So if we want,
I'm going to let Wayne and Rob opine on that one.
Yeah.
But what I will, to answer your question, Rob, for me, I think Shackleton stacks higher on the learning.
Harder?
Okay, harder to learn.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of the reasons why: number one, the rule book to me was It was a tough one. Number two, the game. You're right, Rob. Every action has a lot of little intricacies to it, like exceptions, etc. Where I felt that SETI was much more intuitive. Secondly, SETI's complexity comes in the cards, I feel, not in the actions you take. Third, SETI comes with a menu. The best player aid I've ever seen in gaming. It feels like I'm at, like, I don't know, a restaurant, and here's my menu. Like, oh, I guess today I'll have one of these. Yeah. You know, you just point to the action and do it. For all those reasons, I think that SETI was much easier to learn than Shackleton Base. But man, that was Shackleton Base just left me like feeling so good. Like look, I have a brain and it works.
It's a good one.
If I can do this.
Yep, it's a good one. When you want to jump in there?
I was like, what's interesting, I don't disagree, maybe, but I also think that with SETI, there's more, right? Between the cards and the symbols and the synergies, and there's more to digest there.
Maybe.
Whereas Shackleton Base you have a limited number of actions, but it's how you use those actions that are so meaningful. I like them both. I've played them both once. I need to play them again.
Yeah. I need to play Shackleton Base more.
I think I'm gonna like both of them. I think it's gonna be like to me, it's gonna be like an Arnak Dune where I like them both. Yeah. Right. Yep. And there's really not one that's better than the other. Obviously, SETI has better production value because it's CGE versus Shackleton Base. And I agree. The rule book, I didn't read the rule book. You read it. Thank you. But looking at it, when I looked through it a couple times, maybe not the best. I
heard it was rough.
Edited rule book, or the graphic design of the rule book could be better. But I think the two of those are the clear winner. Bringing in Galactic Cruise. I like Galactic Cruise. Galactic Cruise was a fun game. Don't get me wrong. But if you're gonna rank them, Galactic Cruise is a third by a good chunk for me. It's SETI and Shackleton Base are 1-2. I don't know where they're gonna end up. Like right now, I played Shackleton Base more recently, so it's ahead of SETI. But it might be one of those things where it's like I play SETI next, now it's the best, and then it keeps back and forth.
But if we do SETI with the Prelude, I don't see a reason why it won't shoot up to the top.
Exactly.
Because my only detractor for SETI was it just felt a little too long.
A little too long.
Cuts the turn off.
Galactic Cruise was fun, has an amazing production value, but it just didn't do enough for me.
Yeah, I would say Galactic Cruise is probably my number 3 out of those 3, but not by nearly as much a gap as Wayne would. I would say Galactic Cruise is pretty close there as far as my enjoyment of the game. When we talk about rules and the way the game plays, Galactic Cruise is definitely a little different. Galactic Cruise, as we've talked about on the show,
more like a Lacerda, right?
It's a little more, of an efficiency puzzle. And the more have thought about it, the more I think that's the case. And I'm in another game now. I'm almost constantly on Board Game Arena in games of Galactic Cruise right now. And it really is just seeing what those objectives are that everybody's racing for at the beginning of the game, and then optimizing your play style the way you're going to do it to beat people to those objectives and to score the points. And it's just really about, it is a lot of doing the same actions from game to game, but you do them kind of in a different order, and you do them a slightly different way depending on the variability of the way the board lays out, and depending on what the races are, what those objectives are that you're racing for. And I still really enjoy that, even though it's not nearly as thematic, I don't think, as probably the other two. And it
could be just a cruise ship too. Like it doesn't have to be like the Galactic Cruise. It could be just I'm Royal Caribbean, right?
Right. Yeah. You could slap a lot of different on it. It's really more of a worker placement efficiency puzzle. The other two I would say are definitely different feeling games, so comparing those is a little
hard,
little difficult. But
I think the other thing, sorry for interrupting, I think one of the biggest things for me, if you look at those 3 games right now, the cost, right? So Shackleton Base you can get for $65-$70. I think SETI's about the same price tag. Galactic Cruise is easily gonna be like $125-$150. So
if you get the deluxe versions, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it for like $110, but
$110, but still a good $30-$40. Like you can get SETI or Shackleton Base for a good $30 or $40 cheaper than Galactic Cruise. That really is a big difference as well.
Carlos is eager to get us back to SETI.
I don't know. It is the prettiest of them. It is the best looking of the 3.
Yeah.
Like the iconography, The layout, the artwork is cohesive.
I like that all the cards and everything in SETI are actual space-based missions or inventions or technologies. They're all set in real life, so they're all actual real things.
I think Shackleton Base does a pretty good job with that stuff too.
Look how big that deck is. Listen, we're adding
love
to
a big deck.
Yes, a nice big deck in my hand. It just feels good. If we can get, it reminds me of terraforming Mars, right? Because you got this stack.
Carlos likes a big deck in his hand. It's after 10. We're fine.
It's a great game. And I'm looking forward. New aliens. Look at these new aliens. I think, as much as I like the aliens in SETI, I really found the corporations in Shackleton Base to be more interesting. Did anybody else feel that?
I agree. Yeah, because at least the one time I played SETI, like I didn't even really bother with the aliens, and I did pretty good. It wasn't like I got crushed by you guys, but I played. So
yeah, we aim to please, Musar.
I'm
We
a
aim to
little
please.
biased as well because Shackleton Base just reminds me of the Apple TV show For All Mankind so much that I love that show. So
yeah,
there's good games. They're all good games. So
there's a difference. The production value of SETI though is tough to. Yeah, I mean we've said it, but it looks so pretty.
There is not a deluxe version of Shackleton Base.
The rule books are so easy.
Not yet.
CGE, well, it's CGE. They have such good production value. CGE does, man. They
Mm-hmm.
really do a good job of that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if anybody wonders, I'm eating here on the side. I'm having a late dinner here, so I'm snacking off camera here mostly.
What you got? What you eating?
PDQ. So
I love PDQ.
Little chicken, little Buffalo Blue.
Spicy PDQ sauce, good.
Good
Waffle
stuff.
Fries.
I'll give a shout out to our friends at Armada Games. This copy of SETI, Space Agency's expansion, was picked up at Armada Games. Great group of guys there. Michael and Aaron run that shop, and they are. I mean, I've been gaming there probably since my second born. I've been was a wee lad. It's a great Temple Terrace, Florida. If you're in the area, 56 and Fowler, right around there. It's a great shop, and they got all new board game game tables. So before they were kind of like the Costco white tables. Now you got nice wide tables, so you can fit a full board game and the periphery on that table now.
Nice.
So shout out to Armada Games.
I realized I shared the picture of my game hall to a different chat. So Carlos, you saw that picture in our Discord server, right?
That stack of Wingspan.
Oh yeah. I saw you
I'm
put a couple different channels there. Yeah.
I'm gonna share that real quick with the. I ended up being like kind of a board game Sherpa apparently.
No, more like a drug dealer.
The Wingspan and the Vantage.
Just a couple of copies of Wingspan and Viticulture Bordeaux.
We're gonna have to get that played too, man. There's so much to do.
Yeah, the new Wingspan. Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but there's so much sickness going around right now. The whole house is sick. It's going again.
I'm good here. Yeah,
we had it 2 weeks ago, and it came back again. Like it's continuing to rotate.
No, we're good.
No, we've been sick free here for at least a few weeks, so we're good.
Yeah, nothing here. We're good.
All right. Topic wise, the phone line is all up to y'all. Call in, decide what we want to talk about. This is the part of the show where we give you our twig, games that we've been playing this week, things that we've been up to.
Oof, I got nothing.
You got nothing
in the last week?
This week is at work, my day job. We're getting ready to purchase a new computer system for the whole college, and so you're talking about several $1 million investment a year, like $25 million over the next 10 years. So I've literally been in Zoom meetings from 8:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. every day for the last 2 weeks, and will be for the next 2 weeks. Like it's just
lots of fun.
Oh yeah, lots of fun. But so speaking of AI, I just want to talk about so I showed you guys some AI tricks with just with generative AI, right? And so we're getting I can't name the companies, several companies coming in, showing us new systems that are totally based on agentic AI, which is like the system will just learn and just do. And it's like, holy cow. Like the mundane, just working a spreadsheet and like pushing things through workflows and queues is just gonna be gone. Like
A little scary.
Yes.
Mm.
Speaking of AI, I did this week get to play a game about AI
need you up for
called Compile. Compile, programmed by Michael Yang, which I think is actually like a programmer for a living. He fell in love with lane battlers like Air, Land, and Sea, or Radlands, or what's Dr. K's Battle Line. That kind of a lane battler type game. So he came up with one called Compile. Here's the box it comes in. It's this glossy, cool, like microchip looking box.
board cube.
Yes, it's like a board cube with some shiny purple on here. The cards, Rob, are plastic. I love it. You could play this in a pool or a hot tub. The cards are plastic, and my son liked it because the cards also have some foil, like it's hard to
Hologram.
Yes, I don't know if I can show that off if it's coming through, kind of like a holographic, little bit of shine to it. In this game, Rob, you're playing 3 lanes like in Radlands, except each player will have 3 cards on their side, while the opponent has 3 cards on their side. Each card comes with 6. Each of these protocols that you're trying to compile come with 6 cards. So you're going to draft, Robert, from this stack of protocols, and you're going to get the cards that come along with it. So you'll end up with 18 cards in your deck. That's it, 18 cards. But they're all different. What's cool is it does tell you, as an example, here's Darkness. Darkness says, hey, you want to compile Darkness? This has things that do drawing, that shift, and that manipulate. So you can kind of get an idea of what each of these types of cards, keywords will do. Light draws, flips, and shifts. Plague, forced discards and flipped. So you can kind of build, you can draft to a different like feeling or style, which is nice. And then once you take your cards, you're going to shuffle them up, those 3 sets of 6 into 18, a card of 18 decks. You'll draw 5. That's your hand. On your turn, you take one action, which is either play a card to a line, or you compile, or you refresh. Compiling is mandatory. If you play a card, you have the option to, like Air, Land, and Sea. If it matches the line that you have, you can play it face up in that line for its full value. For example, this 5 here would be equal to 5. Once you have 10 points on your side of the board for that line, you compile your card, meaning you complete it. The protocol, the AI has figured out what life means based on the data it's been able to aggregate, is what it kind of themed to. So you're playing these life cards until you get to 5 total value on this side, then you can compile. First player to compile all 3 wins the game. When you compile, you discard all the cards on both sides of that line. So any cards that Rob may have put in his fire line would also get discarded when I compile that lifeline. Here's where it starts to get a little twisty. Each card has 3 segments. You see that? 3 segments?
Yeah.
The top segment is always persistent, always there, never gets covered up. So, when you play the next card, you kind of cover up the old card in this manner, but that stays available and face up. The second segment is an instant. As soon as you play it, you trigger it. If it flips, if it was face down and it gets flipped face up, you trigger that instant. And then the bottom one is only available as long as it's not covered. So it's almost like it's got these 3 things going for each card, which is probably the deepest I've seen in a game like this. And then finally, you may choose to play a card face down to any line, even if it doesn't match the protocol that it's aligned to.
Is it always 2?
Say again? Yes,
Is it always 2?
Always valued at 2. But what's cool is as you play other cards, I could play this life card, and life says instant, flip 1 card, and then flip 1 card. So that's one way to get cards into other lines that maybe don't match the protocol word, right? So that's the fun of the game is you're trying to manipulate the cards. When it says flip a card, it can be a card on your side of the board or my side of the board, almost like Air, Land, and Sea, where we're manipulating each other's cards to try to get to control of these segments.
Yep.
I liked it.
Didn't love it.
A lot.
Mhm.
But my brain,
Oh yeah.
Rob,
It hurt your brain.
what I got out of it was, man, I think I just want to play Battle Line.
Yeah.
I think I just want to play, what's the kilt one? Kilt or be kilt?
Oh, Shot and Totten.
Shot and Totten.
Done.
Can I just play some, like, and maybe it was the hour of the day teaching it to my son.
Well, I've talked about this before, though. Sometimes in those levels of games, those types of games, I don't want the extra complexity, even though I like complex games. If sometimes in a card game, I want to just knock it out in 20 minutes and not have to make a bunch of major decisions. So that's where I think Battle Line and Shot and Totten, really shine.
And those are kind of complex enough.
Yeah. Adding extra decisions and covering this up and flipping that card and doing all that. I don't know that I want that in a little card game. I mean, if I want that level of thinking, I'll go play a bigger game that I know is going to take a while and maybe looks prettier and has more components. And I don't know. Yeah. So that would fit a rare niche where I have a limited amount of space. I need to take it at a travel size, but I want a bigger game. I don't know. Yeah.
I felt you in the back of my head, like, I don't know, like too complex, which is usually what you'll say about a small box game, and that's where it was. Was it worth the squeeze to get that much game in such a quick small box game, like that much rules? Because you're right, it was okay. Well, this card will allow me to do this, but then that triggers this, and then that flips this card. But then that card's instant now activates, so it interrupts that instant. So which order do I do that in? Right, those kind of moments where it doesn't flow as smooth. But the idea is great. I love this idea. I think he did a banger of a job in designing this game. And there's a community that loves this online.
Okay,
I've been seeing this. There's a great community that loves this design. And I think he's already come out with Compile 2. So there's Main 1, which is the one I have in purple. And then there's a Compile 2, Main 2, which is the orange box. So they're adding more protocols that you can mix and match.
That's cool.
It's worth a play. It's definitely worth a try. If you're a lane battler, enjoyer like I am, I do like lane battling games. And this will be a good one for like when we don't have a lot of space, because really it's as thick as 2 decks of cards.
Yeah.
That's it. I can put that in my bag, take it with me to the ball game, and while we're waiting for the game to start, this will be, a good 20-minute game where we can get in a nice battle.
Okay.
But then once the drinks flow, you got to go to Battle Line because trying to figure this out.
I think through it too much. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I played this week. Compile Main 1 by Michael Yang.
All right.
Nice.
Wayne, you said you got nothing in?
Yeah, I have played no games this week. So.
Okay. Well, I played 3. I've already talked about 2 of them, though. Unmatched. Tonight I played the Adventures Tales to a Maze, and I liked it. Again, it was hard. We actually, I didn't mention this before, but we actually messed up one of the rules for about the first third of the game, and got a call. Let's do it.
Beansanddice podcast. State your name. Where are you calling from?
Chester from Tennessee.
Hey,
Whoop, whoop.
Chester.
My man. How are you, sir?
Doing good. I got my swag bag, Carlos. Thanks so much, man.
I'm glad I made it. I was worried with all the weather and the issues up there, but I just threw some stuff in there for you. Hope you enjoy it. I had just a handful of those custom Beansanddice dice, but I thought I would send one of those up to my buddy up in Tennessee.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to use that as whenever I roll super senses or shape change in Hero Clicks games. I'm going to use that one.
I will warn you against that. I had those dice custom made. Check it out, Chester. I had those dice custom made from a guy in Canada for a tournament I hosted, a Blood Bowl tournament I hosted here in Florida. And I wanted brown because, they look like, I put them in a bowl. They look like a bowl of beans. I tell you what, when you play a Blood Bowl tournament and the host provides dice, one of the rules is that those are the dice you have to use for the tournament. The idea behind it is the host provides dice to prevent loaded dice, which can be a thing, an accusation that happens in Blood Bowl. People get mad in Blood Bowl. So the tournament host will provide dice and make everyone use them. Halfway through the tournament, people were begging me, please, can I stop using these dice? They roll like poop. They are doo-doo. They are garbage. They roll ones all the time. And I can concur. In every game I played with those dice, they are doo-doo and garbage.
I'll have to try them out. I got some out here. I'll have to see if mine roll bad.
Your dice always roll bad. So, no, Chester,
Yeah.
I don't recommend you do that for Hero Clicks unless you need a 1. If you need a 1, then your dice.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
I'm glad you got the kit.
I definitely will. Yeah, I like the first player token. If you ain't first, you're last. I like that.
I made some wooden tokens that on the it's Beans and Dice logo on one side, and on the other side, if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. But yeah, January's been a pretty slow gaming month for me. You know, you guys know I'm a solo gamer, except when I'm not. But January, I got a lot of new stuff from my family. I got I got a copy of Gloomhaven Second Edition.
Nice.
Which, man, hopefully I'll be letting you guys know what I think about it by St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah.
But but I also got just a whole bunch of HeroClix. I got some of my family got me a brick of the most recent HeroClix set, Strange Tales, and I've been theory crafting and play testing different teams from that set, and so that's really all I've been up to as far as gaming goes. Is just, you know, the thing about playing HeroClix against yourself is you always win, but you always lose too. So it's kind of a double-edged sword that way, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun trying to theory craft and min-max team abilities and the powers that you want on your team.
Are you a big Marvels fan? Is that outside of the HeroClix world?
Oh yeah, I've probably got. Oh yeah, I'm a huge comics fan. I've got probably 800 different Marvel comics. You know, and my favorites are Spider-Man. Is probably number 1. Number 2 is probably Defenders. Number 3 is probably Alpha Flight, which is, you know, essentially the Canadian X-Men.
Hey Wayne, did Comic Hunters come with a solo variant in it?
I don't think so. Let me see.
I don't remember.
Have you tried Comic Hunters yet, Chester?
No, I haven't, but I thought it did come with it. Well, it's a bunch of auctions.
It's 1 to 4, so
yeah.
it is you
Okay.
can play solo. So 1 to 4, best at 4, but 1 to 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'd really be curious to see how they because Comic Hunters, it's 3 or 4 different kinds of auctions. I'd really be curious to see how they manage to incorporate a solo mode into that.
I know it's on my mind because Kyle from Chicago, Mr. Jeeves in our Discord, he had posted up that he had the opportunity to play it, and it got kind of the juices flowing again on that one. And you started talking about the Strange Tales, you know, and seeing the Marvels got the juices flowing again. This is a great game. I'd recommend it, Comic Hunters.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely had my eye on it for years now, ever since Mr. Delicio and started talking about it on the Sporadically Board with best bud Dan Hughes.
He's funny.
Years ago.
I like Dan Hughes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I love in Comic Hunters, Chester, how it makes you the 3 different auctions feel so different and feel thematic to what the auctions are. Like the convention one where you're walking around the aisles kind of feels like you're doing that. Mm-hmm. So it does a great job of not just being an auction game, but like making you feel like the theme connecting.
Yeah, I love the theme. The auction, as far as the auction part goes, I'd say the vast majority, at least 90% of my comic collection, I've bought through eBay. The only, as far as like an actual auction, I don't know if I've said this on you guys' show before, but I have bought board games at an actual estate auction, with guys spin off, hey, everybody, I got a $10 here, can I hear 15 there?
Really?
$15, Yeah, I bought a couple board games that way. My favorite board game purchase through an estate auction was I managed to pick up a copy of Ticket to Ride Markland, with the pictures of the toy trains on the cars. It's essentially Ticket to Ride Germany, but all the artwork on all the cards is unique. Every single train card is unique artwork.
Yeah,
but it's just pictures of toy trains.
That is my favorite version of Ticket to Ride. That is out of print and is expensive to buy if you want a copy.
Yeah, it was expensive for me, but it wasn't as expensive as it would have been if I had, tried to buy it off eBay or the Geek Marketplace or somewhere like that. It was under $100. I'll leave it there.
That's good. That's a good price.
Was it stressful though? Like being a part of that? The auction, I mean.
Yeah, but in a fun way, because it was pretty much, I thought if it goes over $100, I'm out. But as long as the next bid is under $100, I'm bidding for this sucker. So
I think I would lose self-control.
Eventually,
and I would just be like raising my hand and raising against myself, raising my hand.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, unless it's something like a Ticket to Ride Markland, keep your hand down. But at that same auction, I did get a copy of a Star Trek Panic for $10. So
there you go.
That's a good version.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yes, but it's so themey with the ship moving forward and like all the pieces kind of flying by the ship as you go.
Yep. And the Romulan things going in and out of. Yeah, it's good. I at Gen Con, the Gen Con auction, RPG auction can get crazy, and then Dragon Con has a charity auction. I go to that all the time, and I have definitely caught myself in the I want this thing, and how dare this person bid me up by $10? Raise your hand.
Yeah, how dare they?
Right.
What's wrong with it? Don't they know I want this?
Yeah, it's not how an auction works.
But yeah, I wanted to say also, I mentioned this in the email, but Chris Pop from Texas last week, I was really impressed with his quiz, and I hope he continues to. Chris, I know you're out there listening, either now or later. Keep the quizzes up, bro.
You started a thing, brother.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like Trump the idiots.
That's not hard to do.
It's not hard to do.
Well, Chester, I got you on my prayer list for the job search. I'll keep you on that prayer list until I hear otherwise.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you guys, and just want to call in, check in, keep it a call-in show, and once again, thank you for the swag bag, and let you know it showed up safe and sound, and Gonna let you guys go. Have a great rest of the evening. I'm gonna hop in the chat.
All right, brother. We'll see you in the
Thanks, man.
chat. Caller
Casper.
number 2 on the board.
Have a good evening.
All right, y'all.
And that reminds me, any of y'all, if you have any prayer requests, you want somebody to pray for you, there's the support channel in our Discord. You can always email me at beansanddice@gmail.com if you don't want it to be out there in the publicly. I'll be glad to put you on the prayer list, whatever your needs are. We're here to help each other out because, it's something for some people, it's all we got. Mm-hmm. Rob, you were talking about some 3 games you were playing?
Oh, yeah. Let me pull the list back up. So there we go. Unmatched Adventure, Tales of the Maze. I think that's the one I was talking about. And so I talked about that a little bit. But yeah, fun one. I can't wait to reset that and try it again now that I have a better idea what we're doing and what we're up against. And then eventually switching it over to the other side of the board and playing against the alien invaders. So seeing how those work out. I also played, we drove over to Gainesville last weekend and saw my daughter up at University of Florida. And man, crazy thing. They don't have heaters in most of the dorms there. So my daughter's without heat and, it's Florida. So
I don't know if it's still the case, but there used to be a dorm without air conditioning.
Oh, really? Oh, no,
Yeah.
that did crazy in Florida.
That swamp butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's been living under a electric blanket, but we went up and visited her. We were actually going to go to the basketball game against Alabama, but we ended up just going to a bar and watching it from there, which was lots of fun. But anyway, I had bought right before we went up a copy of The Veil of Eternity because I've been trying to teach my kids games on Board Game Arena that I enjoy. And this is one I like quite a bit. So it's a card drafting. I guess it's got a unique drafting system where you're drafting cards from, I think it's 5 different types. I don't know. There's like land, there's air, there's water, there's fire, and then there's mysticism or mystic, I think, are the different ones. And when you draft the cards there, you lay out, it's, I think, the number of players, 2 cards per player out into the middle board area, and you draft in a snake draft. So each person has 2 little tokens that they place out, and the first player places on any card that they want. The second player again goes down. You go around clockwise around the table, but when you hit the last person, it goes reverse. So the last person gets to pick twice, and then it snakes back to the first. And when it comes your turn, you do both of your actions. You take off both of your markers, and then you do something with the cards. And by do something, you can either take them into your hand, or you can discard them. And each, depending on what affiliation they are, with earth, water, whatever, they're worth different values of stones. And so the stones are what you use to pay for the cards that you draft. So you take them into your hand, and then after you've either taken the cards or sold them for whatever the stone value that they're worth, you then can choose to play as many cards out of your hand as you can afford to play. And a few unique mechanics is there are cards that break all the rules, which is part of the fun of the game, but you only can hold 4 stones at the beginning of the game, and you don't get change. The stones are in either 1s, 3s, or 6s, and you don't get change when you when you buy a card. So if I buy a card for 7 and I have 2 6 stones, then I have to discard both of those stones for 12. I can play my card that costs 7, but I don't get any change back. And so there's a whole thing here about trying to work out optimally so you're not wasting a bunch of money doing it. But all of the cards then some of them have instant effects, some of them have ongoing permanent effects, some have in-game scoring effects, and some of them have end of round each time that you've gone through the draft, end of round effects. And so it's just a neat game of drafting these cards, trying to find little affinities synergies between the cards, I should say, where they can work up with each other, and then laying them out in a tableau. Oh, I'm sorry. It plays either till you get to 10 rounds or until somebody has a turn where they go over 60 points. If somebody goes over 60, you play to the end of that round, and whoever has the highest score, in case multiple people break 60, whoever has the highest score wins. And so most games don't go the full 10 rounds, but another cool mechanic is you can only have as many cards out in your tableau as the round number that you're on. So in round 1, you can only have 1 card face up in front of you. And then round 2, you can have up to 2, up to 3, up to 4 as the rounds go. And you can actually pay your stones, depending on the round number, to discard cards. Like certain cards you play only have an instant effect, and they're not really going to do much for you unless you have something that says get a card for every water, or a point for every water affinity that you have out in your tableau. But you can then, if we're in round 4, I can pay 4 stones worth of value to just discard one of those cards and get it out of my area so that I can play more cards down. And so there's lots of fun little decisions to make. I had only up until just purchasing this game and playing it with my daughter and my oldest son, and actually my youngest son, all 4 of us played up at University of Florida this last weekend, was the first time I had played it in real life. And so I like it better on BGA just for a couple different reasons, but it is a lot of fun to play. So I'm really enjoying this. So Veil of Eternity, if you like drafting and you like the art on the cards is really cool. I say it's highly recommended. I know it was popular when it came out, I guess about 1.5 years ago. It was pretty popular. But if you get a chance to try it out, if you're on Board Game Arena, give it a try on Board Game Arena. A lot of fun.
Check out the ranking as a family game, 66.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty high up there.
Yeah, it is. And then for a game that just came out, what does it say? It came out in 2024?
2023.
Or 23. Okay. So may have been a later 23. So it's been out there a little longer than I thought, but a lot of fun. Great artwork on the cards. Here we go from Aaron. Veil of Eternity is a great puzzle. It's hard to first play as everyone's going to score points in different ways based on the combo of cards you have. Yeah, that's right. It is definitely a game that as you learn what the different cards do and you learn kind of what's in that deck, you can you'll get better at it as you play it. But there's already one expansion out for it that adds a new mechanic that I haven't played yet. And it adds a bunch of new cards. And there's a second expansion announced. I believe it's on its way, probably going to be out anytime soon, that adds even more to the game. So just more of the good stuff. And I think it probably introduces another mechanism. But it's a real basic game. It took 5 minutes to teach, and then it's got a lot of replayability, especially if you add more cards and more stuff in the expansions. So fun game, one I really like. And the last one on my list, I mentioned that I picked up the expansion for Star Wars, the deck building game. I got the Mandalorian expansion, and me and my son knocked out a couple games back to back of that. And again, if you like those deck building Star Realms kind of games, this is a good one. I think it's probably maybe the best version of these. I have a base. I've got ships that I can put something out to block the attacks, to soak up damage. And then I'm buying cards out of the middle. Every card has a potentially 3 slots on it. One can be for an attack value. One can be for a purchase value, kind of like Dominion. And then one of them can be for the force power. So you're pushing this force track back and forth. But it's just some of the cool things they do. The artwork is really good. If you like Star Wars, the theme is obviously awesome. And the Mandalorian adds the old Grogu and the Mandalorian and the Razor Crest, his ship. And so they all do cool things. The twist with the Mandalorian pack is they don't prefer, for most of their cards, they do not prefer the force to be one way or the other. They like it to be neutral. So kind of thematic that they're not force users. And so they want to keep that force track in the middle, when usually the Empire was trying to push it to their side for the Dark Jedi, the Sith or whatever. And then the Rebels were trying to pull it their way for the Jedi. The Mandalorians prefer it to be right there in the middle. They don't want to add any of the extremes. They've got a few cards that give them advantages when it's on their side, but most of their cool stuff happens when it's in the middle. And so it's a fun game to try to keep that neutral instead of letting somebody pull it over to their
Makes
side.
sense. The Vulcans like to keep things calm and neutral. Yep.
Oh, there you go. Vulcans, yeah. Anyway, but this is a good one too. So if you like the deck builder, I definitely recommend this. This has got all good stuff. Just adds some cards, and you just pull out. The one thing I didn't realize, I guess, when I played the original, is that in the deck, in the base game, there's 30 cards that are Empire, and then there's 30 cards that are Rebel, and then there's 30 cards that are neutral. And so the one thing is when you play the Mandalorian, if you just play 2-player, you have to pull out all of either the Rebel cards or the Empire cards. So you got to go through and pull those 30 cards, and then they have their own 30 cards that they mix in for.
I wonder how the wear and tear will show depending on which ones get used more. Like, okay, I know those are your Jedi cards because they got used the most.
Yeah, mine hasn't been played enough to show that yet, but yeah, for somebody who's played this game a lot, you're right. That could
we got to get that 3-player game going though, because I really want to test out that system. Wayne, it takes the force tracker and makes it a triangle.
Yep.
Or almost like a triangle where it's bouncing back and forth. And then Wayne, if you're the Rebels and Rob's the Empire, like it should be, and I'm the Mandalorian, Rob and I will have our own biro, which consists of Mandalorian and Empire. You and Rob will have your own biro, which is just Rebel and Empire, and then you and me, Wayne, would have a Mandalorian and Rebel biro. So like we have our own separate markets. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems pretty neat. Yeah, I'd like to try that. So, and then I don't know how the elimination goes. I guess once one person's out, they're just out, and the other two keep playing. I don't know. I have to look at that in game for that with 3 players. So
I bought it and I read around in the rules, but I haven't got it to the table yet. Yeah. Like much of everything I do in World, I buy it, but I haven't got it to the table yet.
All right, shall I write this down? Have you ever played the deck building game, Wayne?
You're muted, buddy.
You're mute. Yeah.
Star Wars deck building.
Yeah, no, we played it at Nick's house one time.
Did we? Okay. I couldn't remember if you played. Yep. Did we play the deck builder or did we play Star Wars
Unlimited?
Oh, maybe.
This is the deck builder. This is there's no upgrade packs or whatever. The one we played at Nick's, I think, was unlimited.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I got it here. So next time you're in, we should play this 3-player right here. At the
I'm gonna write it down. I'm writing it on the catch-up list.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
I gotta buy some more sheet metal so we can have a bigger list.
1, 2, 3. I got like 7 to add to your list, Rob. So
okay,
we got goals.
We'll do it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll end us off with this last game that I played this week. I got to play around with my son, and we'll have have y'all played Tapple?
I have.
It's got to be a long time.
Yeah, I played it at Alex's not too long ago, a couple years ago, but yeah.
This thing was fun, man. This little gem right here, where you're busting out a category, and then racing around the board trying to name different things in that category that start with a certain letter. Yeah, as the letters start to run out. This was pretty interesting.
You have a timer, yeah.
Yes. So there's every time you push the button, the timer starts going. You got about, I think, like 30 seconds to name something in that category that starts with one of the letters that are still available.
Hasn't been used yet, yeah.
Right. That hasn't been used. So as an example, let's give it a go here. Let's go.
Gotta play. All right.
Reasons to celebrate. Reasons to celebrate.
All right, you lead us off. I'll go next.
I'm gonna say I'll push the button to start it, and hang on. Let me see if I can get a microphone over here.
I can hear it.
You can hear it? You can hear it? Okay. Yeah. So we'll do it again. Here we go. Reasons to celebrate.
You just need more time to think.
Birth of a child. So B.
Anniversary.
All right, Rob got A. Wayne.
Oh my God, you guys picked the two that was. Graduation.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God. Ramadan.
Super Bowl.
Wedding.
Oh, geez, Wayne, that was a good one. Funeral. I lost.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Come on.
Can you celebrate a funeral? I don't know. Do you celebrate a funeral?
It's like Christmas.
Well, if you're Irish, you do.
I had so much fun messing with this with my son, and it just like you feel like the brain fog kicks in.
I want to do another card. Get another card.
Oh, get another card. Do it again. Do it again. All right. So
same order. I'll start this time.
It's pretty cool. It's got this little reset button here.
It's Rob, me, Carlos.
Yep.
Let me see. Let me do this here. I'm gonna bust out a card.
The alphabetical, as what's his name got us used to doing.
Yep.
Chester.
Yep. All right. Let me shuffle this up. Rob Wayne. Carlos. Rob Wayne.
No. You went first last time.
You went first last time.
Okay. Oh crap.
Rob Wayne Carlos.
Sports teams and mascots.
Oh man.
All right. There we go.
Rob, go.
Braves. B. Push it.
Washington.
I guess that's a team on its own right now. Redskins.
Well, the Redskins aren't around anymore, but
It still was a team.
Yeah.
the Wizards. Oh no, Wizards already been used. Tampa, right? City.
Oh, all right. We'll keep it going. Go ahead, keep it going, Wayne.
All right, Suns.
The Suns. Okay.
Yeah, we used cities.
They're the Devil Rays.
P for Panthers. Florida Panthers.
A for Athletics.
Oh my gosh. What's left? My brain is fried. I was looking at O. Orioles. I was looking at O. Like, what can I do for O?
Come on, Orioles.
All right, one last one. Let's do one last one.
Wayne first on this one.
Wayne first on this one. Says Wayne, Rob, then Carlos. No, Wayne, Carlos, and Rob.
Carlos Rob, yeah.
I'll shuffle this up, and we'll just randomly pick one of these. All right. Retail stores.
Okay.
Retail stores. Say when.
When?
Go ahead.
Gap. G Gap.
Gap. G Gap. Lululemon.
Oh shit! I was going to use L. B for Big Lots.
V Victoria's Secret.
Okay. I don't see a V.
There's no V?
No V.
There.
Oh my God. All right. Abercrombie and Fitch A.
Abercrombie and Fitch A. Okay, we'll allow it. Oh, I was gonna go American Eagle. Why is my brain Walmart? That's gone.
No, W's there.
W's there.
No,
There it is. Walmart. Keep it going.
Okay. I don't know. Draw a blank. Done.
He drew a real blank. A real blank.
Trying to think of what's the other hardware store? Lowe's and
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. That's what I was thinking of. Home Depot.
I was gonna go with H.H. Gregg. I don't know if they're still around, but I was gonna go H.H. Gregg.
Publix.
I was gonna do Lowe's, but you stole
Target,
the L with a
Walmart.
Lululemon.
I don't have the other one with me. I got it. Where did I put
Oh,
it?
wait, how is there
Travel.
not a V on there? Is that the whole alphabet?
No, apparently not.
Check that out, Wayne.
Just ran out of space for it.
This is the one I took with me to Daytona for camping.
Okay.
It's the travel version, and it's got the little poppers that the kids play with.
Yeah, I like it. Nice.
So it's just little poppers and it's a pressure timer, not a battery timer.
Okay.
So it was the little travel, and it got little cards built into the back. I don't know. I've been having fun with this little thing. I'm so glad. I never picked it up because I thought it was a gimmick. But I'm glad I ended up picking it up. I think this is gonna work. I think this will be a fun one.
It's fun. Those games can be fun, right? So
Especially
That's all
for
that
just
matters.
like family events.
yeah,
Like when you're celebrating a
Thanksgiving,
funeral.
Yeah, celebrating a funeral. Hey, it's when I go, man. It's a keg party. That's the Irish way.
No crying, just celebrating.
It's the Irish way, man.
I told the family I want tables with board games.
Well, yeah, there's tables with board games and an open bar. We're good. That's me.
All right. Any final comments for the folks at home as we wrap up another great episode?
So time flew by again. We didn't even get to our geeky goodness or any of that stuff.
No, I
but-
know. We're like
can wait.
several
They
weeks
can
behind
wait.
on that, but yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got
think
well,
next week
find
we're
it
looking to
there.
be in studio, right?
Yes. If you haven't done it yet, watch the new episode of The Muppets.
I did. I watched it live last night. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Of the what?
The
Muppet
Muppets
Show?
is back, man. The Muppet
They're
Show
back
is
on TV?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, back every week. So with was it Sabrina Carpenter and
Was
Seth
the opening
Rogen?
week. Yeah.
Yeah, this last week.
It was good.
Chester's in here. Gophers, Orioles, Pure One, Hobby Lobby.
He's on it.
He likes to compete. I love it.
Mhm.
Folks, check us out on YouTube. Check out the podcast. I got to upload some more audio episodes. Make sure that you're liking, subscribing. If you have questions, comments, anything, you can email us at beansanddice@gmail.com. Any prayer request, you can send them to me there. I'll throw you on my prayer list. Next week, we'll be back. I think we've got a guest host who's going to be joining, a guest on the show joining us. We may be demoing a new game, so that'll be a fun thing to do. And then, yeah, that's all I got. And I think Valentine's Day, there's a game day. The second Saturday game day is Valentine's Day.
Second day, the second Saturday's coming up. That will be at Alex's house again. He'll be hosting again. So looking forward to that. That's a good game day. I think the week after that, if I'm counting my weeks right, is the Escape Winter in Orlando. So that's a 5-day convention out there. Patrick Havert runs that. And that I just looked today. Tickets for the week, it's just a week-long ticket, $120 for 5 days of gaming. They're at the Hilton or the Hyatt at SeaWorld. I think this might be their first year there. So it looks like a pretty nice hotel. I was checking out pictures of it just before we came on the air. But that's coming up. And then not too long after that, I'm hopefully going to be out at Sobo in Louisiana. So if anybody's out that way and in Lafayette in about a month wants to come out and join me for some games, I'll be happy to play some games with you.
All right. Any final thoughts for the folks at home, Wayne?
No, I'm good. Appreciate it. Good show.
All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks for watching the Beans and Dice podcast. Don't
Good night,
forget
everybody.
to like and subscribe.
Rare.